me.
So you're laughing at him, not with him.
Yes.
All right, fair enough. Richie Wilson's eulogy for his dog brings Howard closer to his dog. It was very sad what Richie had to say. And Eric the Midget having oxygen tank issues and other issues with In Plain Sight that infuriate Gary to the point where, I mean, I've seen people get under Gary's skin. Eric's the champ. I mean, you get so pissed off at Eric, but before you comment, Gary, JD, you had an issue with Eric before any of this came up.
Oh, I haven't liked him ever. I can't remember the last time I liked him. And I actually got this email that I forwarded to Gary, and I would like to publicly apologize to Gary.
There's no apology needed.
I know. For having to deal with this. And it won't happen again because if I get any emails, because my work emails on the website, if I get any emails regarding Eric the Midget and possible work, they'll go right to the trash. So they'll be deleted immediately.
Is that the new policy, Gary?
It is for me. What am I helping him out for?
Yeah.
Listen, I know people will say, but Gary, this is why he's funny on the show, because he's so ungrateful and such an arrogant little But in this case, I've helped him out. Listen, I bust his balls. I admit it. I bust his balls. I've also helped him out. I've gotten him into American Idol. I facilitated whenever he's done any of these shows with the producers. I do want to see him get some work, but he doesn't. I'm telling you, his handicap is that he's a prick. He's a little no good.
You called him ungrateful quite a few times.
That's his Achilles heel.
What, being ungrateful?
Being called ungrateful.
Well, he's very good at it.
And he's got an agent anyway, so let his agent finally, let him do it.
I know, he and his agent are off and on. I never know what's going on. I mean,
Not our problem.
I genuinely, I was on my vacation, and I thought to myself, oh, here's a chance for Eric to make a couple of bucks. I'll forward this along. I never imagining that it could turn into like a scathing email back about what I am and how I don't listen.
How do you think this is going to turn out?
Poorly. I think they're probably just about done with him. He couldn't, I said to the guys in the office, I said to Howard on the air, they run a business. He doesn't. So I'm going to side with them. When I see what they say and I see what he says, he doesn't understand. He's like, oh, we just did this. He couldn't even be honest about how many times. I only spoke to them once yesterday. Twice. Well, the third time I spoke to them.
Scott in Michigan, you're on the wrap-up show.
He wasn't fully awake there.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hey, Scott.
Hey, do you guys just, tolerate Eric because he's kind of part of the program? Or, I mean, if that guy dealt with me like that, I would be like, I wouldn't deal with him at all. I don't see how you guys can put up with him, especially Gary. He really gives Gary the business.
Well, again, you're right. I mean, there's a lot of people, not a lot of people, but there have been people on the show in the past. A lot of them have been part of the whack pack that I just can't deal with. But you deal with them because they're good for the show. So I'm never going to not put Eric on. I'm never going to not notice a request from Eric for something. Will deals with him mostly anyway, but I got sort of pulled into the vortex because I was dealing with the producer from In Plain Sight. But no matter how much I dislike him, I will never let it, ruin anything that goes on with him being on the show.
I thought Eric was completely wrong for sending you that mean email. That was a favor he did. But it does seem to me, with the facts we have, that it seems to me like the producer, what's his name?
Neil Strauss.
No, John Strauss.
I mean, John Strauss.
Sorry.
Neil Strauss picks up women.
That's cool. But it is looking a little bit for a story. And I'm not saying he's not for publicity or anything like that. Just say, it seems like when he was on, he kind of enjoys the whole Eric thing.
He does. But I had conversations with him off the air, and he's like, yeah, seems like it would be fun, even from the beginning. But I'm running a show, and this can't be my whole day.
But it's an easy decision to make. He doesn't need to keep writing you letters about it.
Well, we'll see.
He's forwarding me stuff. In other words, he's forwarding me stuff like he's trying to facilitate this, and over and over and over again, Eric has issues.
Well, it's
like grade A, 5-star asshole issues.
It sounded like Eric said, and it's like a lot of these things we don't have the exact facts.
I don't believe a word that comes out of the little.
Did they give him dates, and then they said, wait, we need to change him to these dates?
That's what he says, but I don't believe him because again, they run a business and he doesn't.
And when you said it was the last 2 days, was it they said any of these dates are possible, and Eric chose the last 2 of what they offered him?
The email that I read was Eric has moved his days because he can't get his oxygen tank, and the only 2 days he can do are the last 2 days we're shooting. That's what I read.
And this is a business where you're used to dealing with divas.
And change.
But you don't believe a word Eric's saying.
I don't think Eric I think Eric believes what he's talking about, but because he doesn't function in the real world, I don't think he understands how the real world operates. I think he thinks he's right. I don't think he's flat out lying. He thinks, well, I need to do this, I need to do that, because that's how I mean, really, what's Eric's schedule? Get up, eat, and
I'm not sure what he does on a day-to-day basis.
I'm just saying he doesn't follow a schedule. So when he has to follow a schedule, I can understand why it might be difficult for him.
It's nice that you put it in that order, though.
Vince, you're on the air.
Hey, good morning.
Who straps their dog to the top of the car? He's a rich guy.
Mitt Romney.
He's a multimillionaire.
I've never seen a dog strapped to the top
No, that's what I'm
of
saying.
any car.
I mean, it's like the Beverly Hillbillies. And the Beverly Hillbillies treated the critters better. Ellie Mae's critters. They had full run of the house and the cement pond. What is this? I just see it as weird. I'm sorry. Yeah, Vince.
Hey, I want to tell you that I would be willing to take Eric the Faggot Midget's place on that shoot that you set him up with. Why are you doing anything for this anymore? I mean, this guy...
Because I want to see him on TV. I want to see Eric. I enjoyed him in Fringe. Now I'm ready to see him in another show.
Oh, so you're the one.
No, I'm absolutely the one. I'm the one putting this together.
I know, you're the one that's got him everything. He's told you off many times. He's berated you. He swore up and down that he's never going to call the show, and then he calls and begs you for parts. He's everybody over. I mean,
I like it.
You set him up with a meeting with an executive at ABC, and he blows him off because he wanted to watch American Idol.
Yep.
Who cares about American Idol?
Have you ever heard of anything funnier than that?
I know, and I would have been crawling on my hands and knees waiting to meet this guy. You know, I don't know. You know, he's got the balls of steel, and you know.
Hey, Eric, this guy Vince wants to take your job on In Plain Sight. Eric.
Go.
Eric.
Hello. Go for yourself. You're a worthless piece of shit. I am not. Shut up, fuck.
Hey, Eric the Faggot Midget, how many credit cards have you stole from people to go get laid at the Bunny Ranch?
No credit cards, you dumb.
And how many times did you use Howard Stern's name just to get laid at the Bunny Ranch?
Learn to detect bull. All of that is bull.
Howard, is Johnny Fratto on the phone? Put him on because I want to ask him if he stole if he stole the credit card or not. I'm pleading the Fifth Amendment on this.
Johnny, what is this? I don't know anything about it.
We talked about this.
Did Eric steal a credit card?
I still have the vision of the cage on top of the car, and I kind of think this could become a useful thing very soon.
You're saying you'd put Eric in the top of your car with a
special windshield on his carrier?
Eric, do you mind getting to New Mexico on the top of a car with a windshield?
Howard, how bad is your memory? That has been a stupid piece of...
I thought you were going to tell him happy birthday.
Yeah, what happened to that?
Happy birthday.
Eric, remind me. I do have a bad memory. You're right.
Why did Johnny Fratto say to everybody that you stole his credit card? You little fucking asshole. You're a liar. You're a piece of shit. And you know something, Eric? You have no idea what you're doing yourself. You're only shooting yourself in the foot because you keep Howard keeps getting you these acting jobs. You keep becoming more and more difficult and demanding. And you know what? Sooner or later, everybody in Hollywood's going to say, you know, we've had enough of the guy. We don't want to hire him because of all the costs.
You mean you really think everyone in Hollywood will be thinking about Eric enough to say for you?
Howard,
that's a compliment.
How many calls have you gotten and say, hey, we're thinking about hiring Eric for this, that,
2.
I think there'd be a little more if he wasn't so ungrateful and a little greedy cocksucker.
Eric, anything?
I am not ungrateful. You piece of just the fuck Vince. I am not.
You know what?
Well, Vince, let him respond.
You know I've got a perfect part that I want to use you for. You know that game? You know that video game Leapfrog? I want to use you. I'm going to have a remote control and put you in a wheelchair and a remote control. I'm going to have you going back and forth across the freeway. And I'll tell you, I'm not very good at the game. So the first truck comes by, I hope the guy hits you.
Vince, I recognize you don't like Eric, but allow him to respond to these seething.
There's nothing left to respond to. He lies all the time to everybody. He's a piece of shit. He doesn't care about anybody else.
Wow. Eric, you want to respond?
hang up on this dumb ass.
Hey, and wasn't you that called Johnny and said, hey, I have a problem with an old school chum who complained to school about the wheelchair ramps. I want you to find him, and you know what to do?
Well, that is true. That I do remember. Yeah.
You think Johnny's going to go out of his way to whack some guy for you? I'd rather whack you.
Johnny, did you ever... That's a good question. Johnny, did you ever whack that guy that Eric wanted you to...
Absolutely not. I don't do things like that. But do you think that we could find that cage?
Well, Vince, thank you for the call, and I understand that if Eric, for some reason, can't fulfill his duties, you would like to take over his acting role. And
in a heartbeat. You know, Howard, I'm dying to get into the movies, and I am SAG already, so...
All right.
I would definitely love to do it.
All right, real good, and...
Try turning that S into an F, and that's what you are.
You're saying when he said he was SAG, you're saying he's a fag. You're using the derogatory word against gay people.
Well, he used it towards me. I'm not.
I see. All right.
You're a cocksucker. That's what you are.
No, I'm not.
Cocksucker.
Go to hell.
How many times have you used Eric's? How many times have you used Howard's name to get laid with the bunny? You couldn't do shit on your own. And how many times did you phone? Hey, how many times did you phone Howard and say, "I can get my own acting parts. I don't need you for anything"? Yeah, right. And how many times did you phone back to the show and saying, "Okay, I want an apology from you, and I'll call back at the show"? Who cares? Nobody cares. Nobody wants you calling in. No, everyone's sick and tired of hearing about you and all this shit, you know.
All right, Vince. I mean, you've said it all. I think, right, Robin? I mean,
yes.
Yeah, right.
He really has stated his case.
And I think Eric
do you think that cage would fit on a very small car?
Johnny, stop with that.
And Fred, I love you.
Johnny, what's wrong with you? Constantly bringing up Mitt Romney's dog cage.
It's in my mind now. I never heard that story until just now.
Johnny, are you implying you would put Eric in the cage and drive him around?
Well, no, I'm not implying that. I'm just, everybody has fantasies, you know what I'm saying? So,
Eric could ride in the trunk.
Worst thing you could think of. I mean,
well, what if Eric's on the back of the car?
I thought this was happy birthday. I thought we were calling happy birthday.
Yeah, Johnny, thank you. And Erica, is that true? You're calling to wish me a happy birthday?
Yes.
Well, that's...
Oh, Howard, happy birthday. I'm sorry.
Thank you,
I was
Vince.
so worked up over Eric, the faggot midget that I just totally forgot.
Oh, boy.
Eric.
That's my advice to you. If there is...
Hey, why don't you call... Hey, since Johnny Fratto's on the phone, why don't you have...
Go find it.
Well, what was that, Erica? Vince drowned you out. I couldn't hear your comeback.
Hey, why don't you have Johnny Fratto seek me out and have me whack, huh? Why don't you do that?
Johnny Fratto don't even do things like that. He doesn't talk that way.
Yeah, there's a guy on the phone named Johnny Fratto who says that doesn't go down.
Yeah, no, we don't do things like that.
All right, Vince, thank you. I'm
Learn the difference between and real.
All right.
Because you obviously
you're
don't know it.
Well, Howard, wait till I tell you the story about the Viper Room.
All right, well, listen, maybe another time because I got to move along. You guys have already eaten up so much time.
Oh, my God.
And Fred, I love you because you stand by me. I know you hate Eric as much as I do.
Eric's bad.
Howard, before we get off the phone, would you just please tell Eric that, Harry Morton and Chad Wiener and the Viper Room wants him to come there. They had a complaint about the bathroom being not handicapped accessible or something. So they're actually changing the bathroom to make it handicapped accessible. And they want Eric to come there to cut a ribbon, for the new bathroom.
Yeah.
And
I don't think Eric's going to be interested in that, Johnny.
But you know what, Howard? They're willing to pay him a lot of money and everything.
How much?
Well, I don't want to say, but
say it. I'll talk to Eric about it. Tell me the amount.
They'll be sorry.
It's more than a G.
Wow, Eric.
Just to show up and cut the ribbon. The ribbon's only 2 feet off the ground. I mean, if somebody had to use the facility, they could probably just step right over the ribbon.
Eric, do it.
Yes.
Over $1,000 to cut a ribbon to a bathroom at the Hard Rock?
The Viper Room.
Oh, the Viper Room. So do it. Why not?
I
would do that. I don't think that's demeaning. It's like, hey, okay, they're making a handicap.
Not at all.
They're making a handicap bathroom.
Well, isn't that what Eric's fighting for all the time?
Absolutely.
Yeah. As long as you're not going to goof on you, I would do it. Yeah, as long as you're not going to goof on them, if over $1,000 to cut a ribbon, I'd do it.
No, they went out of their way to build a bathroom for handicapped people to get to. They didn't even have to do it.
Right.
They did it because they care about handicapped
It's
people.
not a trick ribbon.
They care about handicapped people.
It's not a trick ribbon. It's nothing like that.
No.
It's not uncuttable, like one of those candles you can't blow out. You're going to be there for an hour.
Well, don't put any ideas in my head anymore.
Eric, why are you thinking of not doing it?
It's not like electrified. That's the electric ribbon.
Johnny, can I please answer?
Go right. Oh, please go ahead and answer. Yes.
Because they wanted me to do it while I was going for in plain sight. They didn't realize.
Hey, Johnny, did he ever return that stolen credit card? They changed it from in plain sight. Oh, fuck and you. And they said they'll give you the date that you want.
Vince.
Hey, Johnny, did he ever return that stolen credit card from you? Eric, never. Nobody ever stole it.
I have never seen his credit card numbers. You dumb, stupid idiot that cannot tell.
Really? Have you ever used Howard's name at the bunny ranch to get laid? You fire? Well, Howard set up the bunny ranch.
Yeah, I set that up for him. I wanted him to.
No. He set it up once, but then around Christmas time, he went back and used Howard's name just to get laid, and they comped him.
Yeah, well.
No,
I remember it. It was right after. Yep.
What do you mean? Eric claimed he was me?
With Howard.
And that went over.
I'm Howard Stern. Hey, listen, Vince.
Yeah.
There's so many things on the table here between the credit card accusation, the bunny ranch accusation. Then
Hey, what about the other threat? The other threat the other night. I heard there was a threat the other night. I know Eric didn't do that.
What threat?
There was a threat that Gary knows about that somebody made the other night.
I don't know.
Somebody was talking
Eric
about a
threatened the whole family.
What is that, Gary?
I don't believe it.
I don't know about any threat.
Hey, Eric, if you do this
Julie
job,
knows about it.
Julie knows about it.
Hey, Eric, if you do this, let me get focused here for a second because it's getting very confusing. Let's get back to this gig that they're offering you to cut the ribbon. Can you use the scissors?
Yes.
Oh, you can.
Why couldn't he?
Yes.
Well, you've seen his hands. He's club-handed.
He'll use two hands, I think.
And they said they would put the ribbon down real low.
Can you use the scissors with one hand, or do you have to use two hands?
What? First, why the fuck is that asshole still on?
Who, Vince?
He's club-headed. That's what he is.
Club-headed.
Rid of that dumb ass, worthless piece of shit.
The problem is you guys called in.
I hope the next time you go to the bunny ranch, they use a he/she on you.
You know what? The problem is you guys called in on his phone call, so I got you all on the same line. I can't get you off. You know what I'm saying?
You're stuck with Vince now, Eric.
No.
We were probably on hold before that dumb.
Yeah, you were. But now it's now I get your lines crossed. Hey, but anyway, let me just say this: you can use a scissor with one hand or two. Two.
If it's great big.
The big pairs of scissors that I've seen people use for cutting ribbons, I'd be able to use two hands.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe Eric is upset that he can't cut a ribbon with scissors.
No, he can do it.
All right. I would do that gig, Eric. It sounds good to me.
And Howard, by the way, I made a oxygen machine for Eric, and he's got it now.
All right, so he's all set.
We should have no oxygen problem.
I
made it. I made it myself, Robin.
Oh dear!
You can see it on YouTube.
So Eric's all set to go do in plain sight.
Yes. Hey, can we replace the oxygen in Eric's tank with helium? Watch him float away.
It'd be pretty funny if Eric's oxygen tank accidentally had helium in it and had that voice and. All right, Eric, Johnny, thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you, Vince.
Okay, thank you, Howard.
Vince, you want to know why Howard's never heard thank you out of me? It's because of dumps like you, because I have to deal with dumps like you because of this show. If dumps like you would leave me the fuck alone, Howard would hear thank you a hell of a lot more.
What does Howard have to do with it?
You're such a little sleaze, you know. And thank God for Gary. I'm glad that Gary's going to throw away any more messages, any more work that.
Yeah. By the way, there was a meeting today, and
I love Gary. Sounds like one of Gary's minions.
Can I tell you something? Gary is so mad at Eric that I heard a discussion today between JD and Gary. It turns out JD is the one who gets all the Eric the Midget mail.
Uh-huh.
And JD said to Gary, I am no longer forwarding it to you. I am going to just delete it.
Wow.
Thank God. Thank God.
So Gary and JD now have teamed up, and they're not going to forward anything to Eric because they feel he doesn't appreciate it.
Because now I'm a fan of Gary's and JD's.
He yelled at me for forwarding that to him for not knowing his schedule, yet he's going to do the gig. That's the Viper Room gig. That's the one I sent him.
Right.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. If it wasn't for you, he wouldn't have the gig.
Right. My point was, I don't know what your schedule is. Maybe you can work it out. Maybe you can do it on the way. I just forward it.
So now you're not even forwarding.
Hey, Gary, I see that you have a prime time TV date tonight on Harry's Law.
Hmm? What?
Don't do jokes. You know, your jokes are little.
And you know, Eric, that's a really great way of saying I'm sorry to Gary and please give me some more gigs. That's a really great way.
But Eric, did you ever think about saying, wow, Gary sent me that thing and I'm going to get a gig out of it. Maybe I was wrong. Maybe I should say I'm sorry.
Tell him you're sorry.
You know, you're such a fucking stupid faggot, you dumb shit.
Eric, will you stop with that word, you dumb... I am not at all gay.
Eric,
Eric, the fag.
Gary, I think I heard an apology. I think I heard an apology from Eric.
I don't know what I heard.
Yeah, that's only after he realizes that Gary is the one that actually gives him the gigs.
Okay, everybody be quiet. Eric, do you have anything you'd like to say?
Go ahead.
Yes, I am.
Gary, whatever he says, don't accept his apology, please.
Vince, you got to let Eric talk.
Shut up.
Fuck you.
And I was trying to say before that worthless prick spoke, sorry, Gary.
Don't accept his apology.
Go ahead and accept the apology, Gary. Jesus Christ.
Gary, are you accepting? Vince says you shouldn't accept the apology.
If you don't shut up, I will.
I got a great idea.
Oh,
Howard,
wait a minute, another threat.
What did Eric say, Robin?
He said if he doesn't shut up, he will get somebody after his ass.
Howard, I got a great idea. Let's do this.
Not you, Johnny?
No.
Yeah.
Howard, I have a great idea. Why don't you get the listeners to vote on whether Gary accepts his apology or not?
Well, I mean, it's up to Gary.
It's up to me. Despite the fact that Eric only apologized after he made money, I do accept his apology.
You do?
I do.
Now you're going to forward his information to him?
No, I accept his apology.
Oh. But you will not forward his information.
I probably will. You know what? He sent out an email this morning that sort of made me feel really sad.
Yeah.
It was to Johnny, and it was actually about how this is going to be the year. This is the 10th anniversary of his, year on the show, and this gig is kicking off the year, and this is going to be the year, and he's going to make a lot of money. He's going to help pay off his parents' house and move him into a better place,
right,
and take care of his assistant. That was the first time I saw anything in him like that, so I'm going to forgive him.
Was there anything for moi over here?
Nothing in the letter about you, Johnny.
You're
no,
fine, apparently.
He did. He said it was to Johnny, and he said, "I want to thank you for everything you've done for me."
Wow. I mean, that isn't not like everybody else is getting.
I bet you Johnny ignored the email because he's gotten so many bad ones that he probably didn't even see it.
I almost did, because they're all written, there's no paragraphs or, but I read it and I saw a different side of Eric this morning for a day.
What do you think of that, Eric?
Eric thanks you for this Viper Room gig. That is an amazing gig. It's wonderful that, you sent that over because I'm sure.
Let's hear from Eric himself. I sense that Eric wants to say something.
Are you sure?
Yes. Like I said, I was sorry for the email that went back and forth between you and I, Gary, last
Gary,
week.
don't get fooled by this little faggot cocksucker. Don't get fooled. He's going to pull you under the bus again.
Now,
come and find me. Hey, Eric, come and find me. What are you going to do, hit me in the kneecap?
What do you do, Vince? What is your occupation?
Oh, right now I'm still looking for work.
Right.
Oh, gee, what a shock.
So that's why you're so upset, because Eric's getting opportunities that you would love.
No, it's not so much that, Howard. I'll tell you what it is.
No one wants to employ him.
It's because if you were to go out of your way, and if I were to call you and say, hey, can you get me parts, or at least set up meetings or something in the industry,
right? You
went out of your way and did it. I would be so grateful to you. I'd be calling you and saying, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Right. So it's hard for you to hear Eric on the air. What is it, Gary?
I did send Eric a note back for that one he wrote. I said, I love the new attitude.
Mm-hmm.
However, you should thank Howard as well.
It's all right. It's fine. All right,
thank
Johnny.
Howard, Eric, before we get off the phone, thank Howard.
No. It just somehow feels forced. Johnny, thank you. Eric, good luck within the plain sight. I look forward to seeing you on there. Good luck with your Viper Room gig. Vince, let's hope in the new year you find work.
Howard, can we at least see if that cage is available?
I'll go look into it.
Thank you.
Also, if I could rewind and not have any medical issues with myself right now, there wouldn't be any issues of needing oxygen.
Right.
I wish you
I'm not
medical
trying
shit
to
on
be
everything.
difficult.
Howard, I sent him an oxygen machine. I sent you an oxygen machine.
All right,
Hey,
boys.
the fact that you're breathing is difficult for everybody.
All right, Vince, Johnny, and Eric, thank you.
Okay, all right,
guys. All right. Bye-bye. There you go. There's the new comedy team, Vince, Eric, and Johnny.
That's a wonderful team. I like that.
You like them?
Yeah.
You like that
Got
team?
a lot of laughs from
You
that
like
team.
Big laughs.
Eric, the screwed up midget.
John, hi. You're on the air.
Hey, Howard.
Hey.
I just wanted to call up and defend Eric a little bit to this guy, Vince. I mean, he's jealous of a guy who's, reaching out for anything he can get. I admire Eric. I think this kid, outlived his life expectancy and has balls. He doesn't take any shit.
Right.
I mean, I admire him, and I think Vince is just jealous. And how can you pick on a little guy like that? I even started getting pissed off at Gary a little bit, but I know Gary, has been putting up with it for years and years. But
All right, John, I understand what you're saying. Thank you.
There is sympathy out there for Eric.
There are people who are Eric fans. Yes, Phil. And good morning, everybody. What's happening? Everybody okay? Okay. I almost didn't come in today. I was not feeling well.
Really?
A bit of a fever, and went to bed 7 o'clock last night with the shaking and the whole thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
That seems to be going around.
Well, I met Ralph at John Varvatos, the famous clothing store.
Is that the way you pronounce it?
I don't know. Varvatos?
I've heard everything.
I've been corrected 27 times, and I don't seem to remember each time. But I went over there to get some outfits for my America's Got Talent debut.
Yes.
See how I'll be on TV. I got to wear something nice.
Did you find things?
Yeah, well, I was there, and all of a sudden I got dizzy. I hate shopping anyway, but I was about an hour into it. They were very nice over there. The tailor was nice, Felix. And there was a young guy helping me out who was really great. And all of a sudden I said to Ralph, listen, don't make a big deal about it, but I think I might go down. Because what do you mean? I go, I feel dizzy. Whoa. I feel like I'm going to vomit and pass out.
Wow.
So I sat down for a while trying to regain my composure, and then I said, I think I'm sick. Because this ain't normal. So I went home, and I didn't feel good all day.
Continue to feel bad.
Continued to feel bad. I went to bed at 7 o'clock, slept through the night, sweating like a disgusting pig. And I figured, well, I'll come here, do the show, and then get right back to bed. Right?
Yeah.
That's the move.
Yeah. I mean, you're here and you can be here. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm all right. I got a lot of sleep.
Sorry you're not feeling well.
Yeah, my stomach. I started eating my egg white sandwich, and it
doesn't go down.
I threw it out.
Well, you wanted to lose some weight.
I'm going to lose weight. I lost a pound.
Yeah, so maybe you should look at the bright side.
Yeah, well, I'm okay. Hey, Will, do me a favor for lunch. Just give me like a lentil soup. No fish, no lox.
Lentils?
No. Don't you think that would be good? Well, what else could I eat?
Something brothy, more brothy, I think.
Oh, don't give me lentils. Brothy. Give me something brothy. What do you mean brothy?
Like, chicken soup has all that broth. I think that's what makes you better.
Chicken soup. Give me a chicken soup, Will. Young Will. Oh, no, I don't eat chicken.
You don't eat chicken anymore.
Fuck. Yeah, give me lentil brothy. Lentil brothy. Maybe a little rice. And I'll pour the lentils over it.
Yeah. Maybe that's bland enough.
Hey, Will, you think you can get me some, like, rice? Preferably brown, but probably you can't get that. Where is he?
Huh?
Well, give me some, give me a thing of lentil soup for lunch.
I'll do my best.
And,
might have to be canned.
Oh, fat, no.
Right.
No.
We'll see.
I thought those places have soup. You know what? Why is my lunch so difficult?
It's 10 o'clock.
I know. Oh, my God. Forget it.
We'll ask, though. We'll do our best.
No, but what are you going to get?
Well, downstairs actually has like a brothy lentil soup. It's not bad.
Brothy? What is
Well, it's
brothy?
a little more watery than it's not as that kind of.
Do they have any rice down there?
Yeah.
All right, so give me a thing of rice, a little thing of rice and some lentil soup. Thanks.
See what I can do. Okay.
Oh, this is going to be a long morning.
Did you feel it coming on, or was it all of a sudden?
Yeah, I've been feeling it for the last week.
Oh.
So, I got something going on. I always get hit in the winter. Hate winter. What are we doing living in New York?
Don't start with me, because I've been pushing for the winter location for a long time.
You're not kidding. Well, Fred, he's Mr. Family, man. We can't go anywhere.
Well, if they got to stay here and I got to go somewhere else, that's the way it is.
Right. You'll have to live separate from them. Just for a few months.
Just a few months.
They can visit.
I'll tough it out.
Yeah. Hey, Eric. Eric the Midget.
Morning.
Good morning. I hear Eric's causing a lot of problems.
I thought things had gotten straightened out.
I'm leaving it up to Eric. You know, Eric got a job on In Plain Sight. He's going to be working as an actor. But the guy who runs the show wrote me a whole note. Well, wrote Gary a note saying that he's had it with Eric.
What now? I haven't even really had any interaction with.
Yeah, wait, I'll get it. Hey, Gary, can you explain it?
Now.
You're getting it? Thanks.
Just because you're not having interaction with him, whoever you're having interaction with, it's getting back to him.
Yeah, I don't know. The guy was all bent out of shape. Hold on, Eric. I'll get the letter. Maybe you could tell me what's going on here.
I'm so glad he decided to ask Eric to be on the show.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I read the letters and I'm like, because I told the guy in the beginning, I go, you have no idea what you're in for with Eric. And he was like, I'm pretty sure we can handle it. We're a pretty big production company. We know what we're doing.
Eric can get to anyone.
Yeah, I said, no, Eric will drive you crazy. Because it's a small part, it'll be fine. I go, no, it won't. But I don't know what this guy's beef is with you, Eric. Hold on. I read it and I was laughing. I was so proud of you for making everyone miserable. Gary.
Let me just give you the setup.
Go ahead.
The setup was that Eric called the show last week, and dates had moved, and Eric said dates had never moved. So this guy didn't listen to the show till we did Best of the Week.
Right.
And then he sent me a note. He said, did Eric say that we moved the dates? And I said, as a matter of fact, he did. And then he sent me back this note.
No, let me see. My God, the little is maddening. No, the dates never changed. The only variable was whether he was going to work one day or two. But I told him from the beginning it was the 23rd and 24th. And to make life easier for him, we're doing it all on the 24th. You had it right when you said that we all live in the real world and he doesn't. I will now attempt some deep breathing to calm down. I do have script pages now if you want to do anything on the show next week. This is insanely annoying, yet oddly fun at the same time. Perhaps it's because I'm a masochist. But the guy's going nuts from Eric.
He knows himself. He put himself in a world of hurt.
But evidently, he's going ahead with it, and Eric is going to be acting, which is always good. And when Eric's on the small screen, everyone loves it. I love it.
Well, Eric loves it.
I love it. Anyways, that clear that up, Eric?
Yes, but I don't know what he's talking about because, the only date changes, like I said, was on their part. The only thing I did was change the 23rd from being a morning flight to an afternoon flight. That's the only change I made.
Yeah, I don't know. Guy was all bent out of shape. All right, Eric. Well, good talking to you. I got to move on.
Well, also, last week when I was on hold, I heard you talking about you're going to be in San Francisco, next month for America's Got Talent?
Yeah, I'm judging in San Francisco and in L.A. next month.
I was wondering, when you're in San Francisco, would it be possible that you would like to meet for dinner?
Oh, how nice.
I'm trying to think you know what I heard? I heard that I would actually meet you for dinner, but the problem is that I'm there for 2 days, and they got me working from 11 to 11. Like something insane like that. I don't even think I get a dinner. Like they just feed you on the set.
Right. These people are slave drivers.
Yeah, I'm literally flying in the day before. I get there, I work for 2 days, and then I leave.
Do you know when that would be? Because I noticed that Howie Mandel is also going to be at an Indian casino in Northern California on February the 19th.
I mean, I have the dates in my calendar. You really want to go through them?
Yeah, I actually need to know the dates.
Okay. Let me go get them. But I don't think I can do dinner with you, Eric. I don't even think I can do dinner with my wife. We were my wife and I are in La La Land. We were imagining we'll go on these trips. We'll
and they'll
dinner,
be fun.
It'll be fun. Isn't fun?
It's a job.
I'm already thinking it was a big mistake to do this. I really am. I mean, I'm like, there's no fun in this. I mean, it's fun, the fun kind of work. It's got to be great work just sitting there watching acts.
The actual work will be fun, but it'll be hours and hours.
Yeah, you got to really have stamina. Let's see. Where's my calendar? My Cal. Excellent calendar program, synchronizing as we speak. Okay, you want to know in February what I'm doing?
Yes.
Okay. In February, the L.A. tapings are the 16th and the 17th.
Okay.
And San Francisco is the 24th and 25th, Eric.
Okay.
Yeah. Which is a Friday and a Saturday. What do you mean?
What?
Like, what are you doing? What are you thinking?
I'm just, I didn't realize.
Hey, for anybody who wants to get into the show, like audition-wise, I talked to these guys last night. They told me there are 2 open auditions left for this season. In other words, they've visited already like 10 million places. But they're going back to Charlotte on February 3rd and 4th and San Francisco February 11th and 12th. I won't be there. This is when they pre-screen people. And they say that anyone who can't audition for the show via video, they can do it via video by going to agtauditions.com. So you don't even have to go anywhere.
Now, are these open to the public to come in and watch, or maybe I could come in and watch the San Francisco auditions?
You want to be in the audience?
I would like to, sure.
All right, I'll have Gary check. Hey, Gary, are you in touch with anybody from America's Got Talent?
Yeah, I'll make some calls.
If Eric wants to sit in and watch, it's fine with me. I don't care.
Oh, so the San Francisco one is that second. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now I have it figured out.
If he can get Eric a ticket, I guess he'll need 2 because he has that guy he hangs around with, his assistant. Jan. Right? Jan needs a ticket?
Yes, that would help.
Okay. Gary, look into that.
I got it.
All right.
Maybe I could say hi to you or something.
Yeah, sure. All right, Eric, I got to go.
All right. Probably won't be able to call you back till after next week on the 30th is probably when I'll be able to call you back and tell you how things went.
All right, good. We are anxious to hear how it goes. Something tells me it will be disastrous.
You can't call us from the set there either, huh?
Yeah, well, if you can't call us from the set, call us.
Okay, but I got to get as much rest as possible. Right. I did tweet back and forth the other night with Mary.
You tweeted with Mary McCormick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, how did that go?
She wrote me a note the other night. I was laying in bed. It was like midnight. I'm watching Dexter. And all of a sudden, it's cool how on your iPad, even if you're watching a video, like the messages come through, and it was all of a sudden Mary McCormick, and she goes, I can't believe Eric the actor. She calls him Eric the actor. She goes, I can't believe Eric the actor is going to be on my TV show. And I said, oh, yeah. I said, whoever your producer is there is going insane.
You'll believe it soon.
It's got to be happening, I guess. She's very excited about it.
Oh, she calls me by the correct nickname. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah, she says Eric the actor.
She's always correct.
Yeah, she's always correct. Well, she has an image. She actually works as an actor.
She probably thinks of you in the other way.
Right. She probably thinks of you as Eric the Midget, but she knows. But even in her email to me, she was like, Eric the actor.
That's
Eric the annoying midget.
All right, Eric. Good luck with your acting.
Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Eric the complaining midget.
All right. There he goes. Eric the Midget off to Eric the actor. Eric the acting midget. Who will be on In Plain Sight, and evidently he will be with me in San Francisco.
Eric the obnoxious midget.
And you're going to miss dinner. I'm very sorry about that.
I'd go to dinner with him. It might be interesting. I like to watch him eat. I mean, I don't know if it's a whole ordeal or what, but I would watch that. But I really don't have any free time. It's going to be quite the pig.
Yeah.
You know? I'm already having, like, agita over, am I taking on too much?
Are you going to stay out west that whole time?
What do you mean?
Because,
in San Francisco?
I mean, Los Angeles.
L.A., I'm leaving a couple of days early because I got some meetings and stuff.
I see.
Yeah. And I'll spend some time with Beth. She's coming, too. Mm-hmm. Hey, I saw Mary McCormick, the star of In Plain Treatment.
In Plain Sight.
In Plain Sight. In Cold Treatment. The star of In Plain Sight, Mary McCormick, tweeted a picture of her on the set with Eric the actor.
Really?
Yeah. So evidently he didn't. Boy, was I shocked what Eric looks like now.
What?
Well, I hadn't seen him in a long time, as you. I'm sure you haven't either.
No.
He has full gray hair now. He no more dyeing of the hair.
Uh-huh.
He's heavy.
Really?
He's heavy set. He's kind of, bigger. And he's got some sort of facial hair, like a goatee of some kind.
Yeah, when he used to call, we used to see him on the screen.
Yeah.
And we don't do that anymore. So we haven't seen him in a long time.
He's great.
Wow.
It's like he saw a ghost. It's like he looked in the mirror and went gray.
And went white.
It's like he's the president of the United States. You know
How
all those
old
guys.
Is Eric? Is that premature gray?
Yeah, he's premature gray. That's why he always dyed his hair. He even said when he was young, like in his 20s. Yeah. Oh, there he is. There's the picture.
Oh, my goodness. I would never have recognized him.
Mary looks nice.
But who's that with her?
See? Would you think that was Eric?
No.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
His face is a lot rounder.
Mary looks pretty.
Yeah, Mary looks great.
Yeah. I was afraid having all those children would ruin her, but she looks good. He kind of looks like, I don't know if everyone can see that picture, like where you go to see it, but try to retweet that, guys. But he looks like a mini Philip Seymour Hoffman, if you know what I mean.
Really? Oh, dear.
And you know what? He's got a little bit of Fred's look going, too.
There you go.
Honestly, he's like mini Fred. It's like if Fred had his
take my look.
Yeah.
It's not a good look to take.
All right, we're retweeting Mary and Eric's picture at Stern Show. If you follow us at Stern Show.
He actually looks taller.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? He looks bigger, right? Did he gain weight?
He did gain weight, and it made him look longer.
I hope he reads your new book. Then he'll learn how to lose that weight.
Well, it's a cookbook. Maybe it'll make him fatter.
Oh, right. Yeah. Maybe he went gray. He saw a werewolf in... Wasn't he afraid the werewolf would attack him in New Mexico?
He was.
Well, it looks like he's safe.
Coming soon, the horrifying new film, A Midget Werewolf in Albuquerque.
Cut! That's a wrap. Great job, Eric. You need a ride back to the hotel?
No, I'll just drive my power chair through the moonlit desert by myself. I'll be fine.
Okay, we'll see you on the set tomorrow, Eric.
Oh, what a beautiful evening. Who's there? Is that you, Kelly Clarkson? Stop biting me!
That's my favorite part of this movie, when Eric mistakes the werewolf for Kelly Clarkson.
He just bit my 5-inch cock!
Witness the horrifying transformation.
Well, it's time to jerk off. I'll just pull out my 5-inch cock. Oh, look at that beautiful full moon out my window.
A midget werewolf in Albuquerque, coming soon.
He told me he was going to call me from the set, but he never did.
Well, he said he would try, but,
Right.
you know, he has to conserve his energy. He also
Yeah.
said he would be resting, so he'd be ready to work.
Howard, the producer emailed me last night, and he goes, well, it's done. We got through it. And I sent her back a note asking her how it went, but I haven't heard back yet. I said, was it worth it, and did it go well? But I haven't heard back.
They got through it.
Well, it's weird. You know, I thought they were doing it to get publicity for the show, but this is the show's last season anyway. So, I mean, why did they
still
do it?
want people to watch.
The guy, the producer of the show, he's a super fan of our show, and he just was infatuated with Eric. He thought it would be interesting.
He thought it'd be fun and easy.
That's true. He thought it would be fun and easy, and it was neat.
And you said to him right then and there, Gary said to him, "It's nothing fun about this, and it's not going to go easily."
I did say, I said, I'm going to warn you right up front, even though we goof around in the air, it's going to get difficult. And he's like,
No, don't worry. We're television. We're used to dealing with difficult people. Don't worry. Yeah,
We've
sure.
got a staff.
Yeah, okay, good. Good
Eric
luck.
can work his way right through it.
Right. Well, anyway, he finished shooting. He finished principal photography. Whatever that is.
Hello? Is this the Stern Show?
Hello?
Is this a phone number associated with the Howard Stern Show?
What do you need?
Is Richard around?
Who?
Is Richard Christie around?
Can you hold on one second? Hello?
I'm here. Is Richard Christie there?
Spell the last name, please.
Christy.
Oh, that. Okay, hold on. Click. Beep, beep. Eric.
Yes.
Hey, it's Richard.
Hey, Richard.
Did you get through?
No, I waited on hold and...
I think we're in a break right now. You want me to see if I can maybe patch you into the studio or something?
Okay, you could try that, yeah.
All right, can you hold on one second?
Yeah.
Howard, line 4 is Eric.
Oh, it's Eric. Hold on. Eric.
Yes.
It's Howard. How are you?
Hi.
We're at commercial break right now. I'm really glad you called because I wanted to speak to you.
Gary, stop breathing on me. Your breath smells like... I'm on the phone with Eric the Midget.
Now, where were we, Eric?
Okay.
As you know, we're now on Sirius Satellite, so we can curse and we can do some crazy things. So I was thinking maybe we could do something a little funny for the fans. Maybe when I put you live on the air, this will be the new Eric the Midget, something that you've never done before.
Okay, what do you have in mind?
I get on the air with you and go, "Hey, Eric the Midget, you're on the air," and you just go, "Howard, I'm so happy to be on the air. Whee!" Can you do that?
No.
Why don't you give it a try?
No, I'm not going to do that.
Can somebody get George Takei's hand off my cock? I'm on the phone with Eric the Midget.
Okay, Eric, where were we? Yes, okay, now I remember. Go, whee!
I'm not going to do that.
Okay, how about you do this? Say, "Hey, I'm Eric the Midget. Fucking A!" Give that a try.
No.
Do you want to get hooked up with Kelly Clarkson? I can do it. Now repeat after me. Say, "Howard.
Howard.
I, Eric the Midget,
Eric the actor.
love you.
Love you.
And I want to.
Where are you going with it?
And I want to.
Hang up.
No, you're supposed to say, "Suck your cock."
Oh, speaking of acting, Eric the Midget's on the phone.
Eric the actor?
Eric the actor. Excuse me.
I have decided I'm calling him Eric the actor.
Yeah.
Only
it's
because
funnier.
no. Only because I was watching the Golden Globes. Peter Dinklage won an award.
Right.
And he mentioned the name of someone, and I still haven't had a chance to look it up, but I asked someone what that was all about, and it was a dwarf who, somebody just picked him up and tossed him.
Right.
And he was injured or killed. I don't know exactly what had happened, but I said, you know what? That's disgusting.
Right.
And that's why I'm going to call him Eric the actor from now on.
Eric the actor.
I don't know if I'm going there with you. But.
Well, I just think that, when people can't walk up and down the street without somebody thinking, oh, there's a dwarf, I'm going to toss him.
Can you have actor tossing?
Nobody's tossing actors. They're tossing dwarves.
Eric the actor tossing.
And people they think of as midgets.
Hey, Eric.
Good morning, and thank you, Robin.
You're quite welcome, Eric.
By the way...
And, just to say, Robin, that person you're referring to was injured, not killed.
Okay.
Now, here's the thing. So I got a nice email from Mary McCormick, the star of In Plain Sight, which is the show Eric did.
Yes.
And she was like, wow, Eric was lovely, and I don't know why, he was totally professional. And
really?
She was quite taken with Eric and very, very pleased with Eric.
That's wonderful.
And she was like, what is with you guys? And she wanted to know why
we make such a
fuss with Eric.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I said, look, I like Eric a lot, but Eric can be difficult. She goes, I saw no evidence of that. And then I sent her this letter because her producer got a letter from Eric.
Eric's still writing letters?
Yeah, Eric wrote a letter to Mr. Strauss, who is the producer of In Plain Sight, after he had this positive experience, after they put him on.
Well, he must have been just thanking them, right?
Yeah. And Eric, is this letter for real? Is this from you?
Yes.
Okay. Listen to this letter.
Eric,
this guy.
Complaining midget.
Now, I don't know if this is a shtick for radio. I hope it is, because, hey, Mr. Strauss, again, I want to thank you for having me on your show. It was great meeting Mary and the other people who work on it. I had a great time.
Wonderful.
Now on to business. As you are aware that my contract stated that I would receive 2 20-ounce Pepsi-Colas a day for each day I worked.
2 20-ounce Pepsi-Colas every day.
Right. But no Pepsi-Cola was provided for me the entire time I was there. Come on, Mr. Strauss. If this was Johnny Depp, he would have had the Pepsi-Cola.
Johnny Depp?
Which, by the way, Johnny Depp was actually staying at the same hotel I was at.
How bad did you harass him or look for him?
I didn't even know it till the day I left.
Yeah, good. Lucky for Johnny Depp. I am owed
Johnny Depp probably got your Pepsi-Cola.
I am owed 4 20-ounce bottles of Pepsi-Cola.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm sure that this was a mistake and not intentional on you or your staff's part, but a deal is a deal. I wouldn't even bring this up at all, but this is my year end, and the people who do my books and take care of my things are really giving me hell over this. No, they're not.
What are you talking about? What difference would 4 bottles of Pepsi-Cola make?
Who are your people who are giving you a hard time? That guy who takes care of you?
Well, I don't know if I want to say it or not, but...
What is the problem if you don't get this Pepsi-Cola?
Just, if it's something that's promised in the contract, it should be honored.
But you say people are giving you a hard time. Why is the missing Pepsi-Cola a big problem?
Because then, for future, when that's in the contract, then,
Yeah, but you say the people who do your books and take care of things are really giving me hell over this. No, they're not.
You just want your Pepsi-Cola.
Well, listen to the rest of this letter.
Okay.
I didn't tell my manager, Johnny Fratto, about this, as these things can cause him to get very upset and mad and make things get very uncomfortable for people he thinks are screwing me around.
Stop it.
So best that we work it out among ourselves. Let's try to settle this as fast as we possibly can. No reason to get the lawyers involved.
Lawyers?
Yeah.
You would hire lawyers to try to track down 4 bottles of soda?
He has no money to hire a lawyer. And is that a joke? Let's get the lawyers involved?
No, it's not a joke.
This, I believe, was something.
Eric.
Eric, please tell me that this is a bit.
It's not.
So the guy from In Plain Sight, Mr. Strauss, immediately got in touch with Gary and said, is this guy for real or what? Gary, what happened? What did he do? Eric's...
It started out with, hey, listen, this is just between you and I. Eric was a nice guy on set, so I feel so weird because I got this note, and I think he's threatening me, and I don't know what's going on. So then we went back and forth a little bit. I said, listen, don't worry about sharing the note with me, because he sent it to everyone on our staff. So the last that I got from him was, you know, Gary, the more I think about it, in my sake haze, the angrier I'm getting. I was ready to heap praise on him. Now I'm ready to tear him a new one. He's threatening me over Pepsi. Does he ever want to work for anyone again?
Well, you know, Eric, you got a guy who is on your side.
Right.
For 4 bottles of Pepsi, you let it slide. And you should have said something to them when you were on set.
Yeah,
that you
why
want
didn't you mention
Pepsi.
it while you were there?
You're really that hard up that you need 4 bottles of Pepsi?
Well, I mean, Johnny's in the process.
I think you saw it as a principle of the thing, Howard.
The principle of the thing? He got to be on a television show.
We've gone through this. But the way he read it to me was it does make sense if you go by the principle of the thing.
All right, Eric, wouldn't it be better to forget about, you know how sometimes people go, I lent you some money, but forget it. Wouldn't it be better to forget about the 4 bottles of Pepsi and not piss off this guy and sort of like have a good reputation as somebody who goes to the set and isn't into shenanigans?
Having people think well of you?
Well, as I was going to say before Johnny stepped in there, was Johnny's in the process of negotiating the next thing, which is my appearance at the Viper Room on the 14th. And, you know, I have a little Pepsi clause in there, and, you know, I want to make sure that they don't see, well, okay, in plain sight got away with not giving.
What if word gets out that you do this with Pepsi? What if word gets out and then people go, you know what? This guy's so up that he'll sue you over a bottle of Pepsi. I'm not touching this kid.
And why would they know they got away with it in plain sight unless you brought it up?
Right.
Gee, they listen to the show maybe?
But you are bringing it up. That's why it's on the show.
Yeah, I wouldn't, Eric. Although it would be funny if Eric sued in plain sight for 4 bottles of Pepsi.
And never worked again.
Right. Yeah, I think you should sue them. Yeah, let's go that route. Eric, why don't you sue in plain sight for 4? And John, and I like how you
Johnny,
go like...
would you really go out and find a lawyer to take this case?
Or Johnny, you're just going to go over there...
I actually think I might have the worst lawyer in the world who would take a case like this.
And Johnny, why don't you just... Like Eric implies that you'll just go over and them up.
No, he did not imply
Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. Let me read it again.
No, it's not. That's not an implication that I would... I think Eric explained it to me that he was protecting me.
Things get very uncomfortable for people that he thinks are screwing me around.
Right.
How do you make people uncomfortable?
Well, he's saying he's not telling me, though.
Right. Well, he will if he has to.
I don't know about that part.
Yeah.
I only know I read the thing that said he doesn't want to involve me.
Johnny goes over and tickles people when they...
Right.
Yeah.
Well, it's sort of like when, you know, Mrs. Soprano would say, you don't want me to tell my husband.
Eric, what, I understand a contract is the thing, and you had a contract for 4 bottles of Pepsi, but, you know, sometimes you just go, screw it. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, what if AGT left something out of their contract with you?
It would depend on how big it was.
And he would, if he needed something, he would get it while he was on the set.
Wait a second. At what level? Like, why does Eric think he's at the same level as you, Howard? You've earned something.
Yeah, but okay, a contract is a deal. But you know, here I'll give you my philosophy, Eric. It's like if it's a big item, of course you can't let it go. You know, but like okay, I've got to go out to L.A. and do America's Got Talent, and theoretically they've agreed that they'll pay for my hotel. You know. But I'm bringing my wife, and I want more room in the hotel. So they were kind of like, wow, you know, you're coming out, and you know, we planned on a certain budget. I said, don't worry about it. I'll pay for the overage.
Yeah.
Right. I could have pressed them on it and said, no, you've got to take care of this. You hired me, and blah blah blah. But sometimes you just kind of, you know, you understand the other person's point of view.
But also, Howard, if he needed the Pepsi,
he should have asked for it there.
Wouldn't he have asked for the Pepsi while he was there?
Eric, it's kind of gauche to be waiting at your house for 4 bottles of Pepsi. You know, when you were there, you theoretically needed the Pepsi. You didn't ask for it, so let it go.
I've tried to look for it and it seemed as if
John was out walking around in Albuquerque in the rain, looking for Pepsi.
So why
Get
not go?
outta here.
So why not go? Why not call the producer at that point and say, "Gee, you guys promised to give me some Pepsi, and it's not here." You don't need it now.
Well, actually, he does.
And by the way, Eric, maybe you shouldn't be drinking that sherry.
Right. 4 bottles of Pepsi?
20 ounces. 4 bottles. How much is that? 4 ounces of Pepsi?
No, 40. I mean
40.
20 ounces of Pepsi
Yeah.
is 40 ounces a day.
Yeah. How much is it for a bottle of Pepsi, Eric?
Price-wise?
Yeah.
$1 to $1.50.
All right. So you're gonna
Quibbling.
You're gonna piss this guy off for like $5. You know, it does seem a little bizarre, doesn't it?
Well, whatever we do, Howard, let's try to solve this because Eric's got a thing at the Viper Room coming up next week.
All right.
Not
That
next
is called.
Johnny,
That is
not
called
next week.
Or the week after. It's called Eric's Got Talent.
Eric's got talent.
Eric is going to be judging strippers who are pole dancing.
Oh, there's a show I
Sounds
watch.
like fun.
There's a show I like.
Eric will be the thing, and we would love to get Howard TV over here.
This is the gig that he yelled at me for sending to him, by the way.
Right. Yeah, this is the...
Yeah, but...
Yeah, Eric, you were angry Gary sent this to you, from what I remember.
Now, Gary, it's doubled what it was. It doubled into something else.
Right.
I wish him luck.
It started all the ribbon cutting.
And imagine they're listening to this going, oh, this guy is going to quibble over $5 worth of soda.
Right. If we miss the soda, he's going to have a fit.
Actually, Howard, they knew about it, and they're as we speak, gathering soda.
Harvesting soda. All right. Well, Eric,
Pepsi Cola.
Right, Pepsi Cola. Eric, you listen. You had a good experience. People liked you. Shuley was there. How did he do? He did well, right?
He did great, and everybody was so impressed with him, and they were so nice to him. And I kept asking Eric, is everything all right? Are they taking care of you? Not once was Eric like, yes, but I didn't get this or I didn't get that.
Right.
He was happy. He was fine. And
Eric,
I'm surprised by this.
If you had spoken up then, I guarantee you they would have gotten you Pepsi.
I mean, this guy had his own trailer, Howard. At one point, they brought Tia Carrera to Eric's trailer to say hello to him.
Tia Carrera?
Yeah.
And Eric's screaming about Pepsi?
Is that true, Eric?
Once he goes home?
They brought Tia Carrera to your trailer?
Yeah, I got to meet her after I was done with my scene.
Did she get Pepsi? She had a big cup.
He didn't have any Pepsi to offer her.
Right, well, now he was humiliated.
I got to New Mexico.
He couldn't even close the deal with Tia Carrera because there was no Pepsi there.
Yeah. Hey, what's the story like? Why is Tia Carrera being marched in there? Was she confused?
She was filming a scene. She was in this show. And
In plain sight.
In plain sight.
Right.
She was a character on the show. And Eric heard she was there.
Right.
And his eyes lit up. He's a big Tia Carrera fan. So he asked the girl if there's any way he could meet her.
Right.
And of course, here she just got done filming scenes. Boom, they grab her, they bring her right over to the
because she's not
trailer.
going to ignore the kid in the wheelchair.
Right. And he met her, and she was nice. She took pictures. She hung out with him. She talked to him. She couldn't have been any sweeter.
She got big tits, Eric?
Yeah.
Yeah,
they were like twice his size.
And like when she leans down to take pictures with him in the wheelchair, her titty's like right on his head.
Just giant rack right next to his face.
Oh, he must have been in heaven.
He was.
Were you in heaven with that big rack?
Yeah.
Tia, do you think I could squeeze your titties? You know, that wheelchair thing goes a long way.
It does get you places.
Right. Yeah, I wonder how far he could get. Like, I've never felt a woman's titty.
Like the Elephant Man?
Yeah, right.
He had that look on his face twice when New Mexico. Once when Tia Carrera was in his dressing room, and the other one when he was filming a scene and the bunny rabbit came out. They had a live bunny rabbit for his scene, and his eyes lit up for that as well. He liked that. Yeah, he loves the animals.
Tia, do you think I can pretend to be a baby and you could nurse me?
I've never been breastfed.
My mother never breastfed me.
I think that's why I have
His compliment's like 20 years old. He's like, oh, I loved you in Wayne's World.
Is that what he said? That's a movie she did on.
What else you done?
Right. You were fantastic in,
Well,
what a career. It's funny her last name is Career, and she hasn't really had much of one.
Well, she was in that Arnold Schwarzenegger movie with Jamie Curtis.
Yeah, that's true.
Was that 97?
Yeah.
97.
Hey, it was something.
1994, and what was interesting was Arnold was actually staying in the same hotel as well, so they were both there.
Hey, what's going on in Albuquerque?
That everybody's there.
Johnny Depp, Tia Carrere, Schwarzenegger. They're all there.
That's the new Hollywood.
Arnold was there filming a new movie, and then Johnny Depp was there preparing to play Tonto in the Lone Ranger.
Oh, my God!
I know everything.
He does everything. Yenta.
So funny, I got in a cab in New Mexico when I got out of the airport. The driver's taking me to the hotel, and we make a right turn, and there's the Albuquerque Public Library, and there's like 5 cop cars outside of it, and they're bringing out a black guy in handcuffs. And I just go, wow, you guys aren't crazy about them reading up here, huh? And the guy says, I don't know what's going on, but the chief of police, like the whole police force came out to the library. Eric shows up in New Mexico, and the whole day until Eric shows up, John Strauss, the executive producer, Mary McCormick, everybody's calling to find out when Eric is in town. Like, they're all crazy about Eric.
I bet you Arnold Schwarzenegger got his 2 ounces or 2 liters of Pepsi or whatever the hell it is.
I threw them out.
Oh, you know he did. I bet he got a whole truck full.
Yeah. I'm just thinking about the career of Tia Carrere. I think the last thing I saw her in was Wayne's World 2.
I'm sitting there thinking about Johnny Depp playing Tonto. We don't have any real Indians that could play Tonto?
No, why give them a job? Really obliterated them and wiped them out. No, Johnny Depp is a much better Indian than a real Indian. The only Indian guy who ever really had any success, because I don't know why, but remember the guy who used to cry on TV, the Indian that cried?
The guy in the commercial,
I think he was a real Indian.
And so was Tonto.
Tonto was a real Indian?
Yes.
Jay Silverheels.
Was he real?
The guy that was in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, yeah, that Indian, too.
Yeah.
That great.
3. You know why that Indian was crying in the commercial? He didn't get his Pepsi.
That's right.
And Eric, what is it? Pepsi-Cola over Coca-Cola? Like, are you just a Pepsi fan?
Yeah.
Can't drink Coke.
I wish Pepsi would bring back vanilla Pepsi and a couple other types.
This is the conversation, like, when we go to see him in his room. Like, me and Ganji, we go to, he finally arrives, so we go and see him, and it's tough like this, and he wants food, so he wants fast food. Like, he comes all the way out there to be a part of this, filming. Everything's on the dime of the company. You think maybe he'd go nuts and order room service? Right. He's like, I want Wendy's. So he wants fast food. So Ganji and I go out to get him fast food.
Right.
We bring the food back, and Jan, his assistant, transfers him from the bed, because Eric's kind of laying on the bed like Burt Reynolds in Playgirl, like he's on the side. So he's got to pick him up from the bed and transfer him to the chair. He does this move so fast, Howard. Like,
Jan does.
Yeah. Like it's almost like a Globetrotter, like doing a trick with a ball.
Yeah.
And he whips him around and he puts him back in the chair. I said to him, I go, have you ever dropped them in the transfer? And he gets all serious. He goes, no, never.
The man's a professional.
But then he goes, I dumped him a couple times on the sidewalk. I said, what is that? He said, it's when you catch a lip on the sidewalk and the chair stops and he goes flying out.
I wish they'd video that.
He said that happened on the Vegas Strip. And I'm imagining people walking down the strip drunk, seeing a midget flying out of a wheelchair.
So when you're in the room and you got to, like, hang with Eric, is the conversation incredibly dull? I mean, is it, like, just
tedious?
Like watching paint dry?
No, I mean, if you're excited to see him because there's a lot of hype, and we don't get to see Eric in person a lot.
Right.
So we're excited, and then it always happens every time you walk in the room and you're like, holy shit! Like, it's like getting hit in the stomach with a bat. Like you're just like, what the f just happened here?
Whoa!
And we're having conversations. It's just there's a little bit of a delay. Like Like he'll stare at you a little bit for a second, and everything runs through the system.
So this is not an electronic thing, this delay.
No,
It happens in person.
This is Eric.
He didn't bring a Pepsi the whole time, right?
Not once. Not once. He wanted his chicken nuggets from Wendy's.
And he got them.
With honey.
Right.
Which I thought was odd. And
do you think it's good for Eric to be eating that stuff in the sense that...
What difference does it make?
Well, I know he has health issues. Maybe he'd stay alive
He's going to
longer.
go vegan all of a sudden?
He's already living longer than he ever expected
That's true.
to.
Right. He's already beat the odds.
To tell you the truth, I had a checkup on the 19th, and the heart problem I've got is actually decreasing almost to the point of being back to a normal person's heart.
Really? On fast food?
Yeah, it
That's
works
a
for him.
testament. They ought to get you in a commercial.
Fast food and
Hey, by the way, just to digress for 1 second here, there's a guy on the phone, Robert, who claims, and I thought this was true, the crying Indian was not really an Indian.
The crying Indian was not an Indian.
Yeah, hey, Robert, was he an Indian or not?
No, Howard, he wasn't. I don't know how I know this, but yeah, I think he was Greek or Middle Eastern or something, but he was definitely not American Indian.
Okay,
Wow.
Thanks for clearing that up. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Yeah, Zing. This is Zing.
We lost Mark.
Yeah, all right. Pardon. By the way, I was walking. I was with my daughters yesterday. We were all hanging out. I did a photo shoot of them, and then we went out to lunch, and we're hanging out and stuff. So I walk out into the parking lot to go back to the city, and a woman started auditioning for me. It's the first time it happened. She was
Really?
Yeah, like all of a sudden, she walked by and she was like, "I'm in the mood for love."
Just burst into song.
Simply because you need me, I'm in the mood for... Whatever the hell she was singing, you know. I was like, I said, okay, I'll put you through the next round. I don't know what to do. Yeah, I'm starting to get that.
Wow.
That's fun now.
By the way,
Wait a couple months from now.
The
That
first one.
guy's name was Iron Eyes Cody. Now, how is that Greek?
Yeah, well,
But he was born Espera Oscar de Corti.
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, he became Iron Eyes because...
Immigrants from Sicily.
Wow.
I think after the commercial, he became Iron Eyes.
Yeah.
He
I
was the
need
guy-
an Indian name, quick.
He used to cry in the commercial because the people were littering.
That's right. They were littering and de-beautifying America.
Exactly.
Turns out he was crying because they dressed him up like an Indian.
Right.
Well,
anyway.
all I know is you got me in trouble with the best picks because I was looking at the best picks and then I had to answer all kinds of questions of why I was looking at them. I was trying to explain. I'm doing it for my friend, my boss. I'm just looking. She didn't get it. She totally didn't get it.
What's Johnny talking about? Anybody know?
I don't know.
I think Johnny's conversation is
I'm talking
sponsored
about
by
best
Ambien.
Is Johnny on Ambien?
I am on Ambien, but I was talking about best pictures. I'm making perfectly good sense.
No, I missed it. You're talking about Beth's pictures?
Yes.
I think he got in trouble for looking at Beth's pictures by his
My
wife.
wife went berserk when he looking at them. I don't think it was because I was looking at the pictures. I think it was because I was looking at the pictures too long.
Oh, I see. Okay, I didn't follow what you were saying.
Yeah.
It
was too long. I don't know what the time element on looking at them pictures is.
Yeah, right. Like if you look too
It
long,
can't be very long.
they're mesmerizing.
Can I ask Eric one question?
Go ahead, Shuley. Ask Eric a question.
Eric, has John Strauss received this email and has he contacted you back yet? Because I know he was very happy with everything.
He contacted Gary and said he's livid over it.
You know, it's so crazy because he kept saying, I'm surprised because he expected this battle with Eric once
Right.
Eric got there. And Eric was so nice and everybody was nice to him.
And now he's going to get up by asking for $5 worth of Pepsi, which, okay, when you're there is when you're supposed to drink it, not
Well,
when you
that's
get
what I'm
home.
saying.
Drink it while you're there.
You know, and Eric, even if you had written a funny little letter that said, like, hey, Mr. Strauss, I had a wonderful, wonderful time. This is how I would have handled it. And I got to tell you, everything was perfect. You gave me a great experience. And the only thing missing were my 4 bottles of Pepsi. I bet you the guy would have sent you 5 cases of Pepsi. But now you're threatening him with a lawsuit and Johnny, and you just have no panache.
Well, I don't think he threatened him with me.
Yeah, he was.
I get upset and to keep me out of it.
Yeah, well, it was an implied threat to me, I think. Eric, you see my point at all, or no?
I mean, maybe.
All right. Well, ruin all the goodwill you have going for you with a $5 worth of Pepsi.
These people built you a ramp, Eric.
Yeah.
They did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of them.
And they were feeling good about you until that letter.
They loved them.
Right.
All right. Well, you can press them for the Pepsi. I'm sure they would send you $5.
Let's not get the lawyers into this.
I tried. I talked to so many people on that set. Not one person had a bad thing to say about Eric.
Well, I sent a letter to Mary McCormack. I said, here's the Eric you didn't get to see. Like this, because she was like, she didn't understand why everyone's always down on Eric.
Did you send her this letter?
Yeah, the Pepsi one. And then she goes, I'm sure Eric didn't write that. I'm sure that, like, either Johnny Fratto or...
She thought it was a joke.
And I thought,
why do I get the blame?
Well, who else is going to write? Who else knows how to write in that group? And then I thought it was like Jan maybe wrote it as a joke. But then we found out it wasn't
The one
Jan.
we should blame is Johnny Jr. He's the one who...
It wasn't Johnny Fratto. It wasn't Jan. It was Eric.
Because I think someone, I sometimes even think, someone must have put him up to this.
No. He put it. He wrote that one.
The thing with Eric, while most, let's say, people are associated with the show, I would say, have the ability to lie to get on the air.
Yeah.
Eric isn't like that. Like,
he
Eric,
tells the truth.
He'll fess up if he tries something and it doesn't work. And I talked to him about this letter off the record. I said, look, man, if it's just tell me, is this for real? Because I was really surprised about it. And he says, no, this is for real.
Yeah.
So,
So how long did you stay in Eric's hotel room?
Well, he got there in the evening. We were waiting all day for him, Ganji and I. And it's literally like there's New Mexico time stops the second you get there. Right. And so we're bored out of...
Let's go to Mike. Hey, Mike.
Hey now, Howard.
Hey now.
Hey, obviously everybody's been seeing the rumors about the America's Got Talent thing. Is there any legitimacy to that?
Look, number one, I saw all the reports of the weekend. Number one,
that was really amazing.
I am very complimented that every time a judge seems to leave one of these shows,
your name comes
my name comes up immediately. Now, you know me for many years, Mike. I don't know how long you've been listening, but, there's a million rumors about me. My agent, and let me tell you something, my agent must field 100 calls a day about me doing various things. For the most part, I turn them down. And so...
You're such a fan of the show.
I love the show. Everyone knows I love America's Got Talent. I think it's the greatest. And I would be certainly honored to sit with Howie and Sharon and judge these lunatics. And let me tell you something. If I was a judge on America's Got Talent, there would be no nonsense.
What do you mean? You still got Howie there.
Oh, Howie's going to behave when I show up.
You're going to make Howie behave?
If I was the sheriff on that show. Listen, it's funny. I was watching every one of these reports. And some of the reports were like, oh, my God, we can't wait for Howard Stern to be the host. Or not the host, the judge on America's Got Talent. That's going to be something. And then some people were like, well, it's no longer a family show. Howard Stern can't be on TV after... Now,
you're only talented judging strippers, Howard. Did you know that?
Yeah, evidently. So
everybody is judged like a stripper.
So, it's funny. The first thing I said to myself is, you mean when I go on Letterman, I'm out of control? You can't watch that. Who knows what anyone is thinking? I've been on network television many times. It's a different kind of animal.
Well, again, it goes to that perception that you're out of control. You're a wild man.
Yeah.
You must be crazy.
When it comes to talent and running a business, I've been doing it for 35 years now, 35 plus. I'm probably the most successful radio guy. In entertainment, I'm a phenomenon. Is that the word?
Yes.
Thank you. What am I going to say? I'm a phenom. That's what I wanted to say. I've had a #1 movie. I had the #1 the pay-per-view specials when they said they couldn't even have them. I've conducted a radio show. I've had books, bestsellers, this kind of thing. So, look. I take show business very seriously. If I was a judge on there, there'd be no nonsense whatsoever. None of this bullshit fake, Howie and Piers used to have a rivalry.
Right.
It was all horse shit. I wouldn't go for that. I would be there for the talent. I would be there to actually find somebody good. The guy who won last year, if I had been on there, the guy who won last year, whose name I can't even remember, he would never have won.
Wasn't it the guy who sang like Sinatra when he was black?
Black guy who sang like Sinatra. No one's going to see him in Vegas. And what are they talking about? It was a novelty act. You can't tell me he's going to be a big star. And the only one there, Jackie Ivanko, should have won. I would have made that Jackie Ivanko won the year she competed. That was that little girl. She's the only one who even has a career.
I don't know anybody else who's come out of America's Got Talent.
Well, let me tell you, it'd be no fucking nonsense with me. But here's the point. Every time one of these shows, I'm mentioned as I'm going to be the next judge. I am not the next judge. I have no deal with America's Got Talent. I'm not going to comment on whether I'm in a negotiation because Robin knows this as well as everyone else. I don't comment on negotiations.
Who does?
I don't.
Well, they put in
negotiations can go horribly wrong. What?
I say they put in quotations serious negotiations, so they must have asked somebody what was going on.
Right.
But they wouldn't quote anybody. They just,
Right. It's a great show. I would be very honored, but there's nothing here to report. It's funny. I don't know why my name is always brought up whenever there's people really want me to be a judge. And I'm not opposed to the idea, quite frankly. I like it. But we'll see. I don't comment on rumors. If I had a deal...
Well, you'd have to make an announcement, wouldn't you? Want to make a big announcement?
Maybe not. Maybe I'll keep it quiet.
Oh.
I'll just show up on the show. I'll be sitting there. Tommy, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, now.
Hey, now, Tommy.
Yeah, I was saying, I read that on Saturday about America's Got Talent. I said, please, Howard, don't go to America's Got Talent. Hey, don't you think Piers Morgan dropped the wrong show?
Yeah. I mean, absolutely. I mean, I don't think, I like Piers a lot. I've had him on the show many times, and I don't think that from what I'm reading, the CNN thing isn't going that great.
That's why he needs the I think he really wants this. His background is in news. He was an editor of one of those Murdoch papers.
Yeah.
And I think he wanted this more than anything.
I think he's a really good judge. I think I think Tommy's right. He should have stuck with judging.
But his, that whole judging thing only happened after he was fired from his newspaper job.
That's right.
And he was out of work. And Simon Cowell or somebody, Simon Fuller, one of those Simons.
No, Simon Cowell gave him the job.
Came up and said, why don't you judge this show?
Yeah, and quite frankly, that's what people like him doing. Not interviewing people, evidently.
That's right. He's boring on the talk show.
He thinks he needs to be interviewing.
On CNN, you mean?
Yeah, he thinks he's smarter than he is.
Don't we all?
When he came in there, you told him all the right stuff, and he just didn't listen.
I told him to keep judging. He should. There's got to be other things he can judge.
Exactly.
Just make judging your career. In fact, go to law school and become a judge.
Well, Howard, you're the greatest of all time. I love you.
Thank you, Tommy.
Bye-bye.
Love you, too. Let's go to Marianne from Brooklyn, who's very hopped up this morning.
Howard, I was calling to congratulate you. I had this whole thing in my head that I was going to, share you with America, and they were going to get to see a whole new side of you, and, it was going to be a whole new thing of watching you on TV at night, and I don't know. You think I'm crazy?
Well, I don't know what you're asking.
I mean, I wanted you to go. I thought you were going. I want to share you with more of America.
I'm right here. This is where you get me.
Well, I get you every day. I love you, but I was going to get you at night, too. I'm totally obsessed with you, Howard, and I love you. And I thought you would be a great addition to that show. I mean, then all my girlfriends would know what I'm talking about. Howard on America's Got Talent. Howard, I even have an app. I have an
Yeah, a lot of people were coming up this weekend telling me that their kids are very, very talented, and I should come over and see them.
Oh, no. Now you're going to have personal auditions.
I go, I'm not a judge on America's Got Talent. No. We heard it on the news. 15 million.
Can you imagine now your whole life is people stopping and singing, their children singing in front of you?
Like I'm Chuck Barris from The Gong Show. You'll read in the paper I'm in jail for beating some family because they're auditioning on the streets. It'll be great. be in an elevator and some kid will start tap dancing.
That's right. Just throw down a little board and start going.
Yeah. Well, the thing I like about America's Got Talent over the other ones is that they open it up to everybody.
Yeah, it's almost like I remember there were acts on the Ed Sullivan Show, and you always wondered, where do the people who spin plates, where do they go? And there'd be plate spinners, bell ringers.
You know where they go? They go on cruise ships and they spin those dumb plates. And then when they hit like 70 years old, if they're still alive, they go to this old age home that is supported, like the show business old age home. Even though they were barely in show business.
Right. That's who's there, the plate spinners and the bell ringers.
Plate spinners and bell ringers and like, see all that nonsense.
You're getting them out of there. They're not going to be on your show.
They would have to explain to me how they're going to build a career out of spinning plates. I mean, it's terrific talent, but I mean, you're talking about the premise of America's Got Talent is they're looking for a superstar. They're looking for someone who could fill up Vegas.
Okay, now I've got to ask other questions because the other confounding acts on that show are tumblers.
Right. That's right. They would
dance
have to,
troops.
They would have to explain to me the concept of their show because dance troops, you would have to blow my fucking mind for a dance troupe to win.
You got to be the Blue Man Group.
Exactly. That's what it's got to be. Or else I'm throwing you right the fuck out of there.
You better be stumped.
There are going to be 4 people left when I'm done.
It's a singing contest once you're done with it.
No, that's not true because...
What else do you accept?
Comedians, ventriloquists.
Oh, okay. Comedians.
There was a guy who won the first year. He was a ventriloquist. But, you know...
Where is he?
He's working in Vegas, believe it or not. He's got a pretty big deal at one of the hotels.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not opposed. Listen.
You're
Let
not
me tell you
opposed
something.
to broadening the scope.
You know, some of the biggest movie stars today, who are they? The guys from Jackass. They're on their 4th Jackass movie. Why is that?
Well, how are you going to, what? Would they come on America's Got Talent and blow themselves up?
Yes. There are guys on America's Got Talent who I've seen who could have a fucking film career.
Is that right?
Yeah.
From blowing themselves up?
Yeah. So I'm not opposed to dancers, but you better fucking blow my mind.
All right, because that's
By the way,
what I see.
I'm not a judge on America's Got Talent, but this is all fantasy. Yeah.
That's all I'm asking because you say there's going to be no nonsense. So
no nonsense.
You're not letting, but you're not understanding what the producers are going for.
I don't care what the producers are going for. I know what I'm going for.
Magicians, you don't mind? They're okay.
I love magicians. Magicians are some of the biggest acts in Vegas, but you better be fucking good. I better not have seen it before. I see it before. First of all, you remember I used to do magic?
Absolutely.
I know how to do 90% of those dumb tricks. I'm going to go, you serious? I'll get up there and get myself in a box and disappear. You better make me disappear because I'm going to vote your ass off. You better be top of the game. Listen, one of the things about talent that I know, because I've made some coin in this business, Robin. To quote,
good piece of change.
To quote that guy from WKRP.
Gary Sandy.
Gary Sandy, who yelled at us. Who told us he made a good coin in this business. Where is he, by the way?
I don't know.
Yeah, but one thing I know, a career in show business takes a lot of hard work.
You think the plate spinner doesn't work hard?
No, I don't. Because the plate spinner wouldn't be satisfied with it. He'd come up with a broader kind of thing.
Jugglers, are they okay?
If they have that rock and roll attitude or something new to the game, yes, they are in the game.
All right.
Listen, I've gone to Cirque du Soleil in Vegas. It's amazing, but it's only part. Everyone is just a small part.
Right. It's not the whole show.
That's right. If you're going to be big, you got to broaden it out and think it through. You just can't fucking be a plate spinner. Spinning Plates Productions. Nancy and I have many plates to spin. How many plates are you spinning now?
And that was the music they always play for the plate spinners.
If someone on America's Got Talent wants to go retro like this, it's cool. But the nonsense, people don't understand. If I was a judge on one of these shows, I'm no nonsense when it comes to judging talent and mentor. You know what? I'll tell you what. If I was a judge on one of these things, my biggest joy in life would be not only to discover some people with talent, but to help them along.
Well, then you need to be on the X Factor.
That's right. I might switch over to the X Factor. Maybe I'll start with America's Got Talent and then switch.
By the way, who was voted off the X Factor last week?
The black guys, Stereo Hogs. The worst name in. First of all, that is a terrible name for a group.
Awful name.
And the Stereo Hogs were way more talented than the chicks who beat them out.
But the girls are pretty.
The girls are pretty. And that's my point, too.
So Paula has one group left.
Right.
Every week she's lost.
She lost someone. Because, first of all, she picks the worst fucking music for these people. The Stereo
Awful.
Hogs were probably the most talented group. She picked horrible songs for them. She has no ability to pick a song.
She's her own worst enemy
Yeah.
and her team's worst enemy.
She's more worried about their dance routine and their choreography. Those guys were really talented. Now they're back probably in fucking Oakland or wherever they're from.
They got to find jobs today.
Today they're working in Pizza Hut. And if I was a judge, I'd make sure that someone with talent got good advice from me. I'd say, listen, literally do this next week and you will win. Don't fuck it up. It's ridiculous. These shows have got to come up to a new level. Enough with the clowning around here.
See, you already have a lot of ideas. You're producing. You're not judging.
Ideas? I'm filled with them. I'm over here trying to think, but nothing happens. What's the other thing? People go home and they don't think. You get a shot on America's Got Talent when you're in front of 12 million plus people, and you get an incredible shot like that after being a loser your whole life. You better go home and think about it. And it probably is too late if you haven't been thinking about it all along.
Yeah, you should have a plan no matter when your exit is.
Stereo Hog should have looked at that Paul Abdul and said, listen, you twit. We're in this to win it. You can't pick a fucking song. Get out of here.
Well, even that little girl this week, they were complimenting Simon for her song choice.
Right.
And she goes, I picked the song.
Right. She knows what she can sing. Nonsense.
Stereo Hogs listen to Paula.
Right. That's right. Yes, Jim.
Hey, what's up, Al? I have a question for you.
Oh, I didn't realize what time it was. I got to take a break. Oh boy.
Quick question for you and Robin. Well, actually, yours might not be that quick. But Robin, of all the people who ever worked on that show, who would you sleep with first? Like all time?
What show?
Your show. Like from day
Me,
one.
of course.
No, take you out of the picture.
Oh. I mean, Robin's dying to get
Who
him
was
to
the
sack with
hottest
me.
guy that she would bang? Ever.
Wait a minute. Say again.
Of everybody that ever worked on that show.
Ever worked on the show.
Ever.
Jackie.
Please.
There had to be
Artie. You got to bring everyone into it.
I am. I'm thinking of, it probably, if I had my pick of anybody and they had to sleep with me,
Goff
if I
LaBar.
said, sleep with me right now,
You know what?
it would be between Tom Chiasano.
Well, he didn't work on the show.
You don't want to consider him?
Are we calling Howard TV into this? Because that kid you flirt with in the hall, Greg.
Anybody affiliated with your show since day one. Tom would count.
Oh, and then Tom Chiasano?
Tom Chiasano?
Could you really sleep with him?
No, I couldn't sleep with
you'd
him,
be
but
like,
he's so cute.
No, you don't.
Robin, you're moving me to ecstasy.
Shush, I'd have to hold my hand over his
Don't talk.
Robin, you're eating ass everything.
Tom eats ass. He loves it.
Oh, stop it.
So
I
you'll
never
have a
heard
good time.
Tom say that.
Oh, listen, I'm a guy. I know what he does. Tells me. I doubt Tom eats ass. I don't know what Tom does, but really it would be Tom out of all the people.
Yeah, I guess.
All right.
He...
That's a fair answer. All right, thank you, Jim.
Anyway, no, Howard.
Yeah.
Yes?
Oh, do you think you're an easy guy to work for? Like, if you weren't famous or anything, do you think you're easy or you're a pain in the ass? Like,
I think I'm too easy. I got news for you. Despite my on-air image.
you sound like a jerk off, though, in person.
No, let me tell you something, Jim. I am such a pushover. People take such advantage of me because I don't have the heart to fire them. I'm too fucking nice. Ask Gary. Gary.
Let me ask Gary.
Ask Gary. Hey, Gary, am I easy to work for? I mean, am I easy to work for?
I think so. Listen,
right.
you want what you want, and we know
Want what
that.
I want. How do you even know what I want?
On and off the air.
It doesn't even matter if they know what I want. On or off the air, am I easy to work for? Yes. The answer is yes.
I think you're much easier to work with off the air.
Right. The only time I'm honest is on the air.
You just sound like you're very demanding, and you probably, you want what you want.
No, forget it. Demanding. No? I don't demand anything. Everybody sits back there and relaxes.
Doesn't sound like it. I mean, you walk through the hallways, people have to, hide.
Nah, they don't have to. For 2 seconds, I want to just get off the air and go into my office. Everyone's allowed to do whatever they want around here. It's carte blanche around here.
It sounds like you're like
Ask
that
Robin.
no matter where you go.
What?
It sounds like you're like that no matter where you go.
No.
Where is he? He's never anywhere.
I go home. Don't you wish your boss would just go home? That's what I do.
Yeah, that's why I'm calling and asking you.
That's why I'm so easy to work for. I'm never here. I go home. I work over the computer. I'm sitting and writing all day.
How about ask Jason if he thinks you're easy?
Ask him. Jason. Do I bother you?
No. You're the perfect boss.
Thank you.
Do you call people weird hours and ask them to do stupid shit?
No. Never call anybody weird hours.
Weird hours? How can he call anybody at weird hours? He's sleeping.
No. No, Jim, I'm such a great guy. I really
people
am.
Who say they're great usually aren't, but okay.
Anybody? No, Jim, I am. I know.
Well,
it.
nobody's running in to defend you. That's odd.
Anybody want to say how easy I am to work for?
Jimmy, he's fabulous.
No one ever calls in to defend you about anything. Like when you make up these stories, you got beat up as a kid. How come not one person calls up to say, "Hey, I'm one of the guys that beat you up"?
Because they're all in jail.
Oh, they're all dead. You're talking about guys who mostly are in prison now or dead.
Well, I'm just saying, no one ever backs your stories.
Well, listen.
So if you're nice to work for, they're just not saying it, or not nice.
Jason, go ahead, answer the question.
Howard is great to work for. I mean, really is. I'm not just saying that.
Thank you.
I mean, you send me emails all the time. We're going back and forth. You're great.
If he wasn't
no
famous,
pressure.
What?
If he wasn't famous and made you famous, you wouldn't quit.
No. What?
I don't know what that.
I don't even know what he means. I would have quit this job. Period. Even if Howard was a total dick, he's not, and it makes the job that much better. I don't know. what you want from me.
You couldn't have a better person than me running the ship. Trust me.
Yes.
I'm going to compliment me since no one else wants to. I'm going to tell you, I am terrific. I'm terrific.
He's a better
You don't
boss
read
than
anything
Sandusky.
about I was a scumbag to anybody. How come you don't read that?
No charges of any sort?
No. You'll never see it.
He was never in the
They're
shower.
not going to admit it in front of your face either.
Hey, can I jump in?
Yeah.
Listen, in all the time we worked here, have you ever heard anybody leave the show be disgruntled, aside from Jackie?
Everybody.
No one.
Jackie. Have you ever heard any
Stuttering John wasn't disgruntled.
Billy West?
Billy was. Billy was disgruntled. I think
He
Billy
was disgruntled with Tom, not with you.
I think Billy was disgruntled when he joined.
Nobody leaves that show on a good note.
On a good note?
Including Artie.
Artie,
Whether it's their fault or not.
Artie and I are not at each other's throats. Artie had a problem. And Jackie can't be that disgruntled. He's back working for us.
Well, he's desperate.
Well, you're right. If Jackie had made something of himself after leaving, he'd never speak to us again.
Right.
I mean, everybody who leaves the show, you don't talk to anymore.
That's not true.
There's a lot of people who have left the show that you
don't we talk to?
Casey left the show. I talk to him all the time.
And there's a lot of people who left the show that aren't on the air because it's a big organization, and we talk to all of them.
What?
You talk to Casey when he calls in, and he's
and we email each other.
All right.
I mean, fuck you. You know what? I don't know what you're trying to say. Listen, let me tell you something.
Very few people have left. Number one.
No one leaves me, and I'm so nice to everybody. You're crazy. Goodbye, Jim.
I don't like your attitude.
Me neither.
Later, Howard.
Thank you. Later. Fred, do you think it would be a good idea if I became the judge on America's Got Talent?
I think they would have got a gold mine with you. Personally, I think the show's
In
beneath
fact,
you,
it would
but I
be-
think it would be a gold mine for them. 'cause-
Clear the stage and just put Howard on
Right.
it. Howard's
I
got
think you're way
talent.
better than that show, personally.
You think I'm better than the show? And
Yeah, I do.
I should not be the judge on America's Got Talent.
You know
What
what?
should he be doing?
I think you should be president of the United States.
That's what I thought Fred would say.
You think America's Got Talent is beneath me?
Well, you know
Thank
what?
you.
I think you're better than that show is. I mean, it's an okay show, but you have, there was one comment or commentator that was talking about all that you've done for this industry. No one else has done that.
Yeah, Fred's right.
Fred was impressed when he heard that list.
No, I thought this before because somebody asked me what I
Yeah, I'm
thought
too good
about.
for them.
I really do. Although,
Have them.
if it's $15 million, that's hard to turn down.
I mean, Howard's not responsible for the kind of talent on the show.
No, absolutely
He's
not.
simply a judge.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about the
Benji,
fact
do you
that
think I should do it or am I above it?
It's not that I think you're above it, but I wonder does it can make your life more fun?
could
or
we
more
get
enjoyable?
could we get Elijah Giordano?
I mean,
as
the
one of
little I
first
know about-
contestants?
First of all, you know what I'm going to tell Daryl Hall when he comes in?
What?
He should audition for America's Got Talent because he's currently not under a recording contract. Why not? Why don't one of these guys who used to be, have huge careers,
and you know what?
Go on one of these shows. They'll be up in front of 12
Because that would
million
be a step down. I remember on Last Comic Standing, a real, successful comedian who had success in days past came on as a contestant.
Did he win?
No.
Oh, my God.
See, that's a problem.
I mean, if Daryl Hall comes on and he doesn't win.
It'd be great.
That'd be
Have him go up against
I
John
hit the
Oates.
buzzer. Hit that big fucking X on him.
That's right.
Hey, wait, you told me to come on here. And if I was on that show and Howie started putting through those shitty acts that sometimes he does because he wants to,
That's the nonsense you're talking about.
I just take him out in the hall and touch his hands and stuff and freak him out. Hey, Gary, what do you? Benji, you were making a point.
Well, listen, if it's for the money, that's great. I would think that you're set money-wise. And creative-wise, I think you could do whatever you want in here, or you could go do it yourself. But so I wonder if you look at it as a fun thing at all, or if it's just purely a money thing. If it is, and that's what enough of a turn on for
Seems
you.
like it might be fun though.
I could totally see you having fun doing it. I don't know, is it 4 days, 4 extra days for 16 weeks? I don't know.
Right.
And I don't know if you want extra responsibility or not.
Right. Gary, what do you think?
It was interesting because John Hines' opinion was sort of like Fred's. He said, American Idol maybe, but this show is sort of, you're bigger than the show.
Right.
I was actually looking at the list of people that they found. I think they only have one person that they found, like that Terry Fatto or whatever his name is.
Yeah, but you're forgetting that Jerry Springer used to be the host, and of course the Hoff,
and Regis
one of the
used to be a
original
host, too.
and the Hoff used to be the original judge.
But the thing about it that I think works for you is you've always said on the air, I want to do a show where I'm not carrying the whole show. I could be a game show host or a judge where I just have to walk in and give my opinion.
Right.
So in a lot of ways, it's very easy for you. It's not, you don't have to sit and create 5 hours of content.
But also, he's saying that he could find great talent. They haven't been finding the great talent.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And can you get along with it? You can get along with everybody?
No.
Why bother to do that?
Why should I bother to let them get along with me? Fuck them.
So you wouldn't walk in like you were the new kid. You walk in like you fucking belong.
Please. What did Henry Hill used to say? Police. Who has a career bigger than mine?
Police. Make him a judge.
I'd actually be a real judge.
You would.
Although I like Howie and I like Sharon, so I don't have a problem with them. But they better just get in line with me. If I was on that show, if I actually was on that show and actually going to it, I'd sit those two down and say, "Look, I don't want any nonsense."
Now, do you think you'd have any issues with Nick Cannon, who seems to have some issues with you?
No, I don't have any issues with him.
He has issues with you.
Really?
No, he doesn't.
Well, he says he doesn't like the way you talk.
I saw a quote from him. He said, "Boy, if this rumor is true," he was like, "I can't wait to work with Howard. Finally get to meet him." I have no problem with Nick. I think Nick's a good host.
He always says he likes Nick.
Yeah. I just can tell he never wants to be home. The guy's got like 5 jobs. I want to sit there with Mariah Carey all day and watch those 2 kids. That's what I hear. I mean, that's not what I hear. That's what I see.
Well, look, you'd be adding a job.
I'd say to him, yeah, but I don't have 2 little kids at home. My kids are grown.
Yeah, but what? You're going to be traveling with this stupid show.
I guess.
That means being on a plane.
Although they did say they'd move the show to New York.
Yeah, didn't you read that rumor? I read it too.
But don't they go around the country doing auditions?
I think the producers
in different places?
They, I didn't want to say this. They're moving the show to my apartment. And all the auditions will take place in my apartment.
I have a solution to that. You get the
Your neighbors must be thrilled.
You get the Howard Stern lookalike to do the audition phase.
Did you read the article about how you're not worth the money?
I read 2 opposing articles. One said I am worth the money, and then one said I wasn't.
One said, and it said it's going to cost them $25 million, $15 million to pay you, and $10 million to move the show to New York. And haven't they seen that nobody really likes you? That you're on satellite radio?
Who is that person?
I think Benji wrote that. Hammer, you're on the air.
Howard, it's plain and simple. Stop being a pussy. Do the show. Your fan base loves you. We want you on the show. And after that, take Pierce Morgan's show. After that.
What's he saying? I can't even understand him.
I think he's saying take every show. First take Last Comic Standing, then not Last Comic Standing, America's Got Talent, then the Piers Morgan Show.
Take all of Pierce's work away from him.
Howard, we love you. We want you on the show. Make it happen.
All right, Hammer, thank you. I have nothing to do with this. It was a rumor that circulated last week while I was off the air. If I had a deal with America's Got Talent, I would announce it to you. That's how I would do it. What would this big secret be? Vince, go ahead.
Hey, good morning, Howard.
Hey.
Listen, I saw you on ET, doing the piece, and you're talking about it. And I'm going to tell you, you really do look good.
What
and
piece on ET?
Huh?
I didn't talk to ET.
Or one of those shows.
I didn't
anyway,
talk to any of them.
Well, they had you on a mic and ask you about it, and I can't remember what you said, but I just want to say that you look really good, and you should be proud of the way you look, because there are guys that are half your age that are so way out of shape, and they just don't take care of themselves. They're not anywhere near as good.
What is it, JD?
These entertainment shows, they used file footage of when you were asked about American Idol.
Yeah, whenever there's a judge opening, they ask me.
And they also go back to that footage.
It must have been that one day I looked good. Thank you, Vince.
You're welcome.
Anyway, a lot of controversy there.
Ronnie, you spend more time with Howard than any of us around here.
Yeah, maybe.
And I know sometimes he'll either vent to you or, just have personal conversations with you.
Okay. And that's why they're called personal conversations.
Well, did you know that these speculations about him joining America's Got Talent were on the horizon?
No. I didn't find out until I was in L.A. this past weekend.
When you're riding with him in the limo, do you ask him about it? Do you try to get inside his head a little bit?
Absolutely not. Nope. That's why we're together for 26 years this week, dude.
And that 26 years...
I mind my business, unless I'm spoken to.
Professionalism has been the theme of your relationship with Howard. And friendship, but...
Yeah, you got to know where to draw the line between friendship and business. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely know what you're saying. As a guy who has gone outside of his career endeavors, like you've gone outside of the, I'd say your wheelhouse. I mean, you're all over the place now. You're doing appearances. You've got possible TV deals in the books, and then coming down the pike. Do you think Howard should step outside of his comfort zone again and try a spin as a judge?
Well, it's up to him, man. He's the only one that can make that decision. Not me. Not anybody else. Not even his wife. It's only him. It's his decision.
Let's say
nobody can influence him either.
Let's say he had hired you as a special advisor, career advisor. What would you advise him to do?
I would advise him to think about it very carefully and see where he's at this point in his career, that if he wants to do something like that, or he'd just rather relax now, kind of, and do his 3-day week here and, enjoy the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying?
So your concerns would revolve around the fact that maybe you don't want him biting off more than he can chew, or wants to chew, rather.
No,
if he wants to relax, why take on another, demanding task?
It might be something he might like to do. I don't know. That's something that only he can decide. Anybody could tell him whatever they feel like telling him. His agent, his wife, his kids, they can give him all the advice they want, but there's only one person who can make that decision. That's Howard Stern.
Man, I'm getting nothing out of you. You play your cards very close to your pinstripes.
Hey, that's my deal, man.
And that's why you've been here 26 years?
That's my deal.
How much truth do you believe there is to the rumor?
I believe that there are negotiations going on. I don't think any deal has been reached or anything like that, but I do think they're talking to Howard's camp about the show.
As a television guru expert,
you're too kind.
What kind of impact would Howard have on this show's ratings and validity?
Well, right now, America's Got Talent is the most popular show during the summer. That's when it airs. There's not a lot of other things out there, but it's got a good following and a good base. I think Howard would definitely turn the show on its ear, and the ratings would go up. It'd be must-see television, at least in the beginning when he first gets on there. But here's the thing I wonder. When Howard gets out there, and if he's sort of the nice guy and treats it seriously and tries to evaluate talent, I think a lot of people who don't know Howard, other than, oh, he's that vulgar guy on the radio, will be like, oh my God, what a nice guy. He could have that sort of thing that happened to Ozzy when he did the Osbournes. Everyone's like, wow, what a nice, lovable little rock star, versus the guy biting the head off of bats. And if that happens, then that's going to change or add to Howard's audience, and that would be very interesting for, both around here and for the show. So it's a no-brainer if America's Got Talent can afford Howard, and if Howard wants to do it, then it's going to be an interesting match.
So you're saying if he does accept this offer, it could endear him to some different demographics that he's not used to reaching.
Absolutely. A lot of people wonder, like, who's watching Jay Leno? And that audience who just knows Howard by name and thinks, oh my God, I don't want to hear a word. When they actually hear him on the show do his thing, he's going to get a whole bunch of new fans that have never really taken the time to listen to him before. And I think that's great from a career exposure perspective. But can he coexist with everyone there? If it's not the Howard Stern show, he's just one of many. I'm not sure how that'll go over, and I think I'd be very curious to watch and see how it turns out.
And in turn, I think you pointed to the fact this could cause him to inherit some backlash from his hardcore fans.
Yeah, I wonder about the fans who, want a certain type of Howard who's always been there. When he's on America's Got Talent, it would be a different guy. And if you're a real fan, there are many sides to Howard. But if the public persona is, wow, what a sweet guy, then I think it's going to definitely light up a little bit of the fan base.
Howard's never really let me into his world when it comes to business. Business is business. The radio show's a radio show. So he doesn't really bring me into that.
If you were to advise him, if he said, Gary, what do you think I should do? What would your words of wisdom include?
It's weird because I know he really likes the show a lot. And like Robin said, he's already watching it every week anyway. And I know he does enjoy that. He's always said, I want to be a game show host or I want to be a judge because I'm that good. So on the one hand, it's validation. On the other hand, there's a lot of people that think that Howard's above that show, that show's a crappy little show compared to what his talent brings. So I would say do whatever makes you happy.
Howard's moved into a place in both his life and his career where he enjoys things outside of radio. He used to have this crazy obsession with the show. Now it seems like he's equally as dedicated, but he does less. He does less days per week.
Right.
And he enjoys other things in life. He can relax. He can sit around his apartment. He can play chess and read. Would this be biting off more than he really wants to chew right now?
I wonder that. I wonder if he seems to be in a place where he likes being out at his house out east. He likes hanging out with Beth. He likes having the time off. He worked his whole life to get to a point where he could negotiate this time off. And now he's got it, and he's going to go work again. But if it, maybe something that he just enjoys. By the way, it may all be bullshit. By the way,
what's your opinion?
It's so hard to tell. It's just so hard to tell with him. It could, there's a part of me that says maybe his name did come up, and all this press is going on. And if it did, and say his name came up, and say Howard's not interested, but all this press is being generated, why would he come in here today and say, I'm absolutely not doing that, when there could be a whole week of people speculating about him? He loves that. So why would he squash that? Just like it was with American Idol.
Good morning, Mr. Michael.
Been 10 years.
Long time.
I got ranked one of the best interviewees of the 90s, and then I had to take a decade off. So it's time to reconnect. And I want to move to the top of the list.
Right this way, sir.
This way. Forget where we are. Where's Robin? Robin used to greet me out of the hall.
She's in the studio.
I know, but she used to come out into the hall.
Right in the studio.
There's some fun.
So, Mr. Myers, you've been a part of some legendary prank calls that the show has thrust upon the media.
I have.
But yet, you come back for more. You love this show.
Number one in all media, as far as I'm concerned. Number one. Has been forever. Fantastic.
Well, it's great to have you here. I know you were probably up late last night.
I was up late. In fact, I just left the parking lot, so... Only Howard could get me to leave the Meadowlands parking lot and come straight to the studio. But I'm ready for action.
All right, a little coffee, a little Howard, get you going.
A little coffee and a little Howard. It's perfect.
Great to see you again.
Good to be with you again. Looking forward to it. I'm going to become a regular again.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
I think we need Howard to come out to the West Coast once in a while.
I agree. Let's get him
it's like, Howard just needs to get out there, to get out in the hinterlands, to see what the rest of America is like, to spread his joy, to spread his knowledge of all things worldly, and I think that's a pretty good idea. And you guys wouldn't mind that either, right?
I would love a trip out there.
Yeah, I think it would be pretty good.
We're becoming East Coast recluses over here. So.
Of course you can. Yeah, that way, and the time you walk out of every restaurant in Los Angeles and TMZ is there. It's not like New York, where nobody's here. Nobody pays attention to anything you do. Coming out where it's happening, Hollywood.
All right, I hope you convince him today.
I'm trying to. Believe me, give me about 2-3 hours and away we go.
All right, we'll see you in the studio.
You bet.
Hey now, everybody. Al Michaels stopped by to see us. We haven't seen him in like 100 years. When's the last time we saw Al Michaels, the famous sportscaster?
I think it was... I guess we've seen him since the OJ thing.
Yeah.
Hey there!
Oh, now you show up. Where the hell have you been? You know what? Wait, we can't hear you. Hold on. No one can hear you. You're a broadcaster. You should know that.
Gotta have a mic.
How are you?
I'm fantastic. You guys.
I thought you abandoned us.
I did. I just needed. I was ranked one of the top interviewees of the 90s.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then, what do you do for an encore? So I needed a decade off.
Did you feel...
Now I'm back. Yeah. I'm back.
Did you honestly feel, and I know this feeling, sometimes when you come on a show and you're such a terrific guest and you really, you were great and all that, do you start to feel like, hey, you know what? I should stop now because what if I go on and I'm a shitty guest?
If I lived in New York, I'd probably be here like every week. Right. But I'm out on the West Coast. And by the way, you should start doing like 5-6 weeks a year on the West Coast. We need you out there. That's where it's happening right now. You love coming out there. I heard you talking about
I do love it.
Wedding. You have a lot of friends out there right now. You've gotten to know a great friend of mine, Don Rickles.
Yes.
Now, my wife and I have a lot of dinners with the Rickles, and about 4 or 5 years ago, he's telling me he had never met you.
Right.
And he was sure that you hated him.
Oh, my God.
And I said, Don, are you out of your mind? Howard would love you.
I worship Don Rickles.
I know you do.
And in fact, when I had him on the show, I think he was like convinced that it was going to be a disaster because I wouldn't be respectful And
Exactly.
Don Rickles is like God to me. I watched this guy on TV my entire childhood growing up. He was everything I emulate when I go on a talk show.
Howard, the man, how many guys have had a 60-year career?
Beside me, no one.
Right.
That's right.
He was worried about you. He was worried about Dennis Miller, who I know very well because I worked Monday Night Football with him.
Why would he worry about Dennis Miller?
He thought Dennis had the kind of humor that would not that Dennis wouldn't appreciate Don for what he is. He's not, has his shtick. And the other guy...
Isn't it funny how Don Rickles doesn't understand how admired he is?
It's incredible.
Yeah.
Is that the curse of comedians? They just don't realize how loved they are?
Well, but he's a very secure man, but you're not sure if you don't know somebody, the other guy was Jimmy Kimmel. So he's telling me about 3 guys I know, you, and I know Jimmy, and of course I work with Dennis, and I'm saying... Don, you're out of your mind. Now he's been with all of you guys. I said those guys more than any others would appreciate what you've done.
If someone would have told me when I was a kid that one day I'd interview Don Rickles or go to a party at Jimmy's house with Don Rickles and sit there and talk to him, I would have died and gone to heaven. That's how important he was to me. And yet he had this whole impression of me. And I've told him a million times how much I appreciate him. I think he finally now believes it.
You think he gets it?
Yeah. Oh, no, he does. No, we have dinner with him about every 2 months.
So he's talked to you about having met Howard.
It's all he talks about now.
When you have dinner with Don Rickles, though, do you seem pretty secure about your whole life? But do you ever say to yourself, "Gee, why does this guy want to have dinner with me?" And do you get insecure that way?
I met Don Rickles a number of years ago at a party, and he's a gigantic sports fan.
Right.
So I think it's a case of mistaken identity. He comes across the room, and he goes, "Oh, my God, I always wanted to meet you." And I'm going, he doesn't know who this is. He thinks it's somebody else. So Don says to me, he said, "Hey, the next time you're out in Los Angeles, could we have dinner?" I said, "Don, I live here." I said, "I'd like to have dinner with you like every other night." I said, "Where do you live?" He goes, "I live in Spain. I just came in for the party." And away we went.
Right. And you become good friends. Do you go to his home?
We've been to his home. He has a home in Malibu and one in the city. But mainly we go to Mr. Chow's.
Right. And you hang out.
It's fantastic. It's just and he's adored by everybody. And what you see with Don Rickles, I mean, Don Rickles is 85 years old.
Mm-hmm.
We
Right.
went to his 80th birthday party 5 years ago. And you'll see like a bunch of people, young people from Silicon Valley will come down for a seminar or a conference, and they're all gathered there. And he's sure nobody knows him. And he walks out of the restaurant, and they're screaming. And then he'll stop by the table and he'll do the Don Rickles thing. Universally loved.
At Brad Gray's wedding, he got up and started roasting them. He called Brad a midget, and I mean, it was wild. Right. It was great. All of a sudden, he's into it.
No, there's nobody like him.
No sharper mind than that, right?
I told him, I said, how great is it to go through life and you've never been one-upped? I said, when did anybody ever one-up you?
Right.
And he couldn't think of it. I mean, he's going to have the last word on you no matter what you say.
Super brain, man. What an intelligent guy.
And you wouldn't think a guy who, did what he did to Sinatra would have any insecurities at all. Remember, he had this girlfriend he wanted to impress her. He told Sinatra to come over
Talk
to
about
the table.
Talk about some of the big sports stories for a second. Then I want to ask where the hell you've been. The first Paterno.
Right.
Which is a bigger story, right? Now in the history of sports, is it Tiger Woods or Joe Paterno and Penn State?
Well, you've got the two of them. I never thought I'd seen a meltdown like the Tiger Woods meltdown. On an individual level, yeah.
Can Tiger Woods come back?
Can he come back? He'll come back. He played pretty well over the weekend in Australia.
Right.
But, the question became a few years ago, would he ever win enough majors to surpass Jack Nicklaus? I would doubt. In my mind, if he wins one more major, I'll be surprised. I think he'll play well. I play.
What happened?
I play a lot of golf.
Right.
And the one thing about golf,
mental,
unbelievably mental. I don't want to say 90% or whatever, but if your brain is not there, and I mean, if you're a guy like Tiger Woods and you're walking around a golf course and you are the king, not the king of all media,
but the king of the golf course,
but the king of the golf course,
right.
And there's a certain feeling, and he was very comfortable with that feeling. He'd walk around, and now all of a sudden. This is a guy who has to walk out on the course for 4 hours, and behind his back, people are going, hey, I wonder who he's looking for, and that sort of thing. So that has to play on your mind.
His old man, his father, was maybe the only guy in the world who could probably smack him out of this and say, listen, you go out there and you win. But the father's gone. I mean, he's like rudderless. Is that correct?
At this point, I don't know. He's a guy, he's built a wall around himself. Knew him a little bit. I did a couple of his events. We had made-for-TV events when I was at ABC that we did with Tiger. But he's built that wall around him. Look, he did something. He got away with it for a long time. And then when that roof caved in, I mean,
did you have
bang.
were you aware of that at all?
No, Robin, you look great. By the way, you look so great. Howard, you look great too.
I look terrific.
You look.
You're right.
I listened to the whole Chris Martin interview the other day.
Yeah,
he's right. You look the best I've ever seen you.
Let me
far.
tell you something.
And Robin, I've always loved you. And
well,
you know
thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
And you look marvelous.
But
we
I
all
don't
look
know
great.
how you could be covering Tiger Woods and now not an inkling of what he was
because
up
he's
to.
not privy to that.
Robin,
he goes to some charity events.
I'm not going to a club with him at 2:30 in the morning. Look, I just got out of the parking lot at the Meadowlands after the Jets game last night and came straight over here.
And plus,
That's
Al's like a real married
He's
guy.
not
I
hanging
am.
out.
You don't get any side pussy whatsoever,
No,
right, Al?
not at all.
Not
I just want to hear you say side pussy.
I get none of that. I get no side anything these days.
Right.
Not even side me.
In a way, that is the one sadness in your life, that you never really acted out sexually with a lot of these women. And you could have women. You make a
Traveling
lot
on
of
the
money,
road.
a handsome guy.
My wife's the best of all time.
Well,
we
that.
talked about that. I met her in the 10th grade.
Right. 10th grade.
In the 10th grade.
And did you? I forget. You've never had another woman beside your wife?
That's it.
Are you serious?
That's it.
Why is this a smirk on your face? As you
I'm not
say that?
smirking.
You're thinking about the other women you fucked, aren't you?
No, but I'm just,
You're telling me you met your wife in the 10th grade.
10th grade.
Had you had girls before that?
No.
And, well, Robin, before we got married, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Oh, you did have women before you got married.
Yeah.
You met your wife in the 10th grade.
Correct.
You guys had innocent love.
We were friends, and then all of a sudden we had a big kiss when we were about 19.
Oh, okay.
And whoa, and that changed the whole dynamic. We went from being friends to whoa, what happened? So what happened? It happened in
So
one
you haven't had
moment.
a different woman since you're 19.
That's it.
And now you're a man, and you're, I don't know how old you are now. Do you give your
24.
age? Okay.
I just had a birthday. Howard, at this point, you just stop doing this. You're decades.
You don't give your age.
Not really.
Is that because you want to seem like a young sportscaster?
I want to sign a new deal.
Right.
I don't want people to look. And it's in the freaking paper every time I have a birthday, which was like last weekend.
See, you're being straight with me. If I hooked you up to a lie detector right now, which I'm prepared to do,
right,
you would pass the test that since you're 19 years old, you've had no other women.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you gave me the sodium pentothal, the whole thing,
wow,
I should be able to pass it, I think. But you know what? But those things...
That isn't a tragedy in your life?
No.
What's the closest you ever came to cheating? Was there a woman that tempted you? You've probably met some great women in the broadcasting industry.
When Robin greeted me the first time I walked in.
No, stop it.
I'm serious, Robin. You are the best. You are just the greatest.
Really? You've never been tempted? Like you didn't work along Diane Sawyer at some point?
I worked with Diane Sawyer.
I mean, you didn't say, there's a sexy woman.
Well, yeah,
there.
but you're always looking and saying, wow, isn't that something? Yeah, I mean, I do have eyes.
It's remarkable.
I mean, I had LASIK, but I still can see pretty well.
Did you have LASIK?
I did. Well, I'm not crazy about it.
When did you do it?
I did it 10 years ago.
I'm afraid to do it. I don't want to mess with my eyes.
We're the guinea pig generation, and I had it because I had to wear contact. I wore hard contacts for a long time,
and they're horrible.
And then the dust would blow, and I was playing a lot of golf, and so I had the LASIK done. But now it's kind of like I don't know what it is. Now I'm back to wearing glasses again. Like
why is LASIK not good for you? In other words, you had it done. You were nearsighted.
Yeah.
All right. They did the correction, but what happened? Then you had difficulty reading.
Well, yeah. They tell you that was fine, but then I could see at a distance. But then all of a sudden it began to diminish. And again, this was 10 years ago. So if we come back in 100 years, I'm sure they'll have the whole thing down to a science. But
did they recommend to you that you do it again?
Well, it's interesting because I've been to a couple of guys who say, yeah, let's tweak it, and others who say no. So at this point, it's like, I'll put the glasses on again. I mean, this is crazy stuff.
And the glasses you're uptight about because you have vanity. You want to look handsome on TV.
Well, I just feel the glasses are a pain in the neck. I lose them. They fall, I keep them on my shirt right now. I'm liable to they'll be gone by the time I'm on the street. By the way, you look much better in glasses, and
Well, listen, let's say I was a judge on America's Got Talent. Now all of a sudden I'm on network television, which I shouldn't be.
No,
don't take it if they offer it.
Listen, I listened to the show earlier today.
Yeah,
that's not you, Howard. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Advise me.
But here's the deal. Here's what I think. If you want to branch out and do something else.
I'm not looking to do anything.
I know. You're already the king of all media.
Right,
so, I mean, why do you want to do this?
I
you
like
don't need
staring
the
at the wall.
I understand.
Right.
But what if you came to Sunday Night Football for a year?
Oh, my God. He doesn't even know football.
That's what I'm
What's
saying.
the difference?
But
I don't know anything else either.
We had Dennis Miller on.
He didn't know anything?
For 2 years.
That was a disaster.
Dennis knew football, but I mean, Dennis brought a different dynamic. So I see Chris Collinsworth, me, and Howard, and then Michelle Tafoya and Robin do the sideline.
See, but you're joking around now.
You know what? But Howard, when you think about it, this is what we did with Dennis in 2000. We felt that the show needed some sort of juice,
comedy,
a different feel.
Right.
So that's why we brought Dennis in. So I'm joking around partially, but then again, if you were to come to Sunday Night Football, do you realize, now you talk about
First
buzz.
of all, if I did Sunday Night Football, I would be serious about it. Number one, I would become I watched football the other day. I watched the Penn State game. I don't know why exactly I was sucked in, but I wanted to watch those morons who were standing there in the stands. They got, we miss you, Joe Pa. Oh, Joe Pa. I don't know how you feel about this. I'll tell you how I feel. And I would say this on your broadcast. This guy's a creep. I don't care. This is a jock mentality. They're no different than these priests who protect each other. These football guys with the jock mentality, this kid with the red hair, if I saw a guy fucking a 10-year-old, I'd walk in and punch his teeth out. I wouldn't even ask a question.
Would it ever occur to you to go home and talk to your father?
No, but he went home and talked to his father. This kid must be the biggest moron on the planet. But he's a big dumb jock. Then his father doesn't know what to do. The two idiots. And he tells him, go talk to Joe Pa. And Joe Pa's a bigger moron. I don't care if he can coach football, you big dope. He goes to the university. Now, one of these guys did a thing. And I don't know who these students are running around worrying about Joe Pa. Joe Pa's senile. That's what I figured out. This guy's senile, and no one wants to admit it. They already had him coaching, from the stands. I could do that. He's senile. Where do you stand on this?
This is phenomenal.
This is what you want.
This is what
Sunday
you
Night
want.
Football.
Come on, let's go right now. Let's go do that dumb broadcast.
And then we'd go to a commercial and we'd go home. I'd sign off. I'd do the credits. That was fantastic.
It's the truth. Is Joe Pa senile? Of course.
Well, beyond that.
Right.
They have.
By the way, can we do all the games in New York? I don't want to leave here.
We have to do one in California.
I want to do that. But go ahead. Talk to me about Penn State.
All right. Well, here's the thing. What shocks me is, and everybody's on top of what the coach did and what he didn't do, et cetera, et cetera. They were investigating this thing in the 90s.
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened?
Did this fall through the cracks? What about the DA's office? What about the campus police? What the hell's going on there?
And by the way,
so many people knew about this. How the hell did this stay under wraps?
But let me ask you something.
Many years?
Who's on the broadcast with you on your
Chris
football?
Collinsworth.
All right. If Chris Collinsworth is in the shower with a 10-year-old, you walk by and you see him. He's putting his penis in a 10-year-old boy's ass. What do you do? Seriously, what would you do?
That's when I'd be glad that my LASIK doesn't work.
You say, I must be seeing things.
I see. I don't know.
But I would go and I would take the guy, I would choke him out and pull him off the kid.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you do that? That's where this whole thing falls apart for me.
Yeah. Well, we would do that because we are at a certain point in our lives. Maybe the young assistant coach is all of a sudden he's working for the iconic figure in Paterno.
Right.
Let's say he goes to somebody and somebody says, "Oh, you're full of it," and then the next thing you know, that guy gets fired because somebody says he's making stuff up. Now I'm with you on this stuff.
Right.
Yeah. I would
like to think that I would step in.
You'd like to think you'd handle it yourself. Exactly.
That's right.
Well, I mean, if you actually stepped in and stopped it, there'd be evidence right there.
Al Michaels would step in and stop it. I know. LASIK or no. I know the kind of man
in a
he is.
shower room that they don't belong in.
I read the greatest sentence in the New York Post.
What was that?
It was like buried deep in his story. I didn't know this guy Sandusky.
Right.
His view out his window is what?
It's a school.
A schoolyard.
God.
And a playground.
He lives across from a playground.
Right.
That's like beachfront for him.
You can't make this stuff up, can you?
No, you can't. That's like beachfront property.
Yeah.
That is so...
could you show me a home that has a view of a playground? You know, anybody who can afford not to live with a view of the playground, is up to something weird because you don't do that. All right, talk to me. So what is the bigger story? Paterno and Penn State? Or Tiger Woods?
Well,
I think
of the moment, it's Paterno and Penn State.
In history, which one will we remember?
Well, I think that the Penn State thing could explode into something that involves not only just institutions but corporations. I mean, this is, I don't want to say the tip of the iceberg. I don't know, but now that this is out, I mean, Howard, you and I know stuff like this.
Why do they cover up?
Goes on a lot of places.
Why don't they learn their lesson from Richard Nixon? No one studies history.
Well,
don't cover
or the
up.
Catholic Church. You're sitting there watching.
It's human nature to think you can get away with something.
Right.
It's like Captain Jenks calling in on the OJ call, right?
Right.
He thought he could get away with it, but he had to get exposed.
Someone
by
exposed
me.
him. That's right. Lest anyone think that was OJ. It was not. All right. So OJ is actually maybe up there with one of the big stories in sports history, right?
Of course.
Bigger than Penn State, maybe even. He killed his wife.
A huge downfall.
Well, remember, now we have a tendency, whatever happens in the moment, we say is the biggest thing in history.
Right.
So that's the murder of the century. Was it?
Right.
I guess. I mean, it was. Look, we're at a time, too. I mean, they didn't have the media exist in the first part of the century. So we don't, something happened in 1930. It's not like it's 1990 or 2011, where it's just wall to wall. It's blanket coverage. That's part of the difference.
Here's another guy. To comment on this maniac, Hank Williams Jr. This guy's got the greatest gig in the world. That dumb song, Let's Get Ready for the Football.
Are you ready? Right.
Right, whatever it is.
Are you ready for some football?
Are you ready for what do I know?
Right.
Are you ready? I'm watching Dancing with the Stars. Let's get ready for some football.
Yeah.
All he's got to do is walk around, and that song makes some money, ka-ching. Yeah. But he's got to open his mouth. And what was the dopey statement he said?
He was the one who went on and said something about the president, wasn't
he?
Right.
But you know what it is, too? It's kind of like, it's like me sitting here with you. I feel so comfortable. I've got my friends here. And I'll say almost anything right now. And I could end my career by the time I walk out, onto the street. It could be, because you make it's so, I'm just sitting here. I said, this is a wonderful, this is phenomenal.
It's a lot of fun.
And I'm with my friends, and I can open up, and you don't realize on the other side of the microphone, you're going to end your career.
Well, in a way, look at this Brett Ratner. Now, look.
Right.
The guy, I was watching a news report, and they were talking about he did himself in. He went on the Howard Stern show, and he talked about sex with women. And so they took him off he had made this other comment about fags, but they let him go on that one. But when the guy who runs the Academy Awards said, when I heard him on Stern, that was it.
Well, he'd already been told one more incident, and you're out of here.
That's right. So what did the guy really say? I'm listening back to it, and he says, gee, I have sex with a lot of women. And when I do, I make them go to a doctor and get them checked out first before I have sex with them. And this is the clip they played to show what a heathen he is. Now, I don't know. In some bizarre way, I might even think that's responsible, worrying about disease and health issues, and that he has these women. This is a guy being honest. I don't think he should have been thrown off the Academy Awards. Do you?
Well, I think it was the gay slur that did it more than anything else. I mean, from what I read, Tom Sherrick, who runs that academy.
Right.
And, the thing is, look, in Hollywood, like in New York, All of a sudden, you get pressure. Somebody calls. You get emails. I mean, it's such. I mean,
they caved in.
In the old days, I remember, like announcers get mail, and somebody used to call up and go, "Wow, we've got a barrage of letters." What's a barrage? 1.
Right.
What's a deluge? 2.
Right.
So some idiot sends an email, and the next thing you know, everybody's scrambling around. Oh, this is a terrible story.
You're right.
Something has to be done. Guys write columns about it. The next thing you know, Ratner's out.
That used to be my story. When I was at K-Rock and things, they would say, they were barraged with complaint calls. It would be 7 calls or something.
Right.
It was never a deluge.
And they were all from Karmazin, too. So I mean,
that's right.
Right.
Yeah, lately.
Can I mention that name on here?
Yeah, absolutely.
You do whatever you want. Listen, have fun.
Right.
That's right.
By the way, do you know they just cleared CBS and that whole Janet Jackson thing? They don't have to pay the $500,000 fine.
How is it their fault?
Right.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
But it took this long.
It's insane, the FCC. Well, I'm with you on that stuff, remember?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Your career is something else because this is the way it's been explained to me. At one point in your career, early on, we're talking 100 years ago.
Right.
You're starting out as a broadcaster. How did you get into broadcasting anyway?
Well, I loved it as a kid. I grew up in Brooklyn, went to Ebbets Field, said this is what I want to do, and away I went.
Were you an athlete?
Yeah, but who did you see broadcasting?
I played just through high school. Red Barber and Vince Scully, who's still doing the Dodgers right now.
So that was who inspired you.
They absolutely.
And you were very well thought out about your career. None of this happens by accident. That you were originally going to sign with NBC. And then you said to them, no, you got an offer from ESPN. Do I have this right?
Well, here's what happened. I was at ABC for 30 years.
And
then the last 20 of which I did Monday Night Football on ABC. And then Monday Night Football went over to cable, which tells you all you need to know about, why could cable afford something that network television can't? Because of the sub fees. So ESPN winds up spending a ton more than ABC could. So now it's going to be Monday Night Football, and I'm going to go over there, but there was a guy who was kind of arranging the template at Monday night, and he did something like fire John Madden, who was my partner, the most iconic analyst ever.
Great guy.
The producer, the director, I'm going, what the hell is going on over here? And I'm the one guy left. So we had a lame duck year in 2005, and I agreed to stay because I couldn't make a deal with NBC. And then after the 2005 season, I said, this is not going to work. I'm over here when I should be back. I should be at NBC with my guys.
Right.
Now, what should have happened is all of my guys should have stayed on Monday night.
Right.
But that's, that's internal politics and all that nonsense.
So let me understand this. When ESPN got the rights to Monday Night Football
in 2006,
originally they hire you and they didn't hire Madden.
Correct.
Why would they do that? Why would they make a monumental mistake like that?
Why did they do that? They did that because a guy who was in charge of it decided he was going to go a whole different way. And, Madden was probably too old and the producer was not controllable.
You have something that works and you take it and you destroy it.
Howard, somebody always has to put their imprimatur on a show.
They put their stamp on the show.
Correct.
Because they are the program director. They want to make it theirs.
I'm the boss. I'm the big guy. All
it
that
is the
crap.
biggest, dumbest mistake anyone can make.
Aloha.
When you got something that works, you sit there with it and you milk it to the end.
Of course.
So you go over there. You think they're all coming with you. You sign your deal.
Right. No, I didn't think they were coming with me, but I couldn't make the deal at NBC.
Why couldn't you make the deal at NBC?
Basically, because they weren't offering
I heard they
me...
offered you $3 million to go to NBC, and they were going to give you an additional $2 million to do basketball.
Wait a minute. Where are you coming up with this stuff?
I know what I'm talking because I know everything about show business. I'm the king of all media.
You are the king of all media.
When you were leaving Monday
You're not the
night,
king of all accountants.
When you were leaving ABC,
yeah.
Al Michaels was leaving ABC. You were going to sign with ESPN. NBC offered you $3 million, and you turned it down.
No, those aren't the correct figures, but here's the deal. Remember, ABC and ESPN are under the same umbrella. It's Disney, so I'm moving internally. I'm staying under the Disney umbrella.
Right.
But all my guys are now going to NBC. So NBC is talking to me, but we can't make a deal at that point.
But you signed a long-term contract with ESPN. How did you get out of that contract and go to NBC? How did you break it?
We had one lame duck year, 2005.
Right.
I was still working with Madden. Then as everybody's leaving, I went to the person I had to go to and say, hey, look, I think it's better for everybody if you let me out. I said, I know it's going to be awkward and blah, 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 but it's a better deal for me. I really would appreciate the fact I could go back and work with my people. I know what you want to do over here.
Why didn't they say to you, screw you, Al Michaels, we signed you?
They could have.
That's right. Why did they go along with that?
That's a very good question, Howard, because I think they felt that maybe it was the way to go. Because if they were going to get rid of all of the people I was working with, Why were they keeping me at that point, too? And meanwhile, I got to tell you something. The guy that blew the show up, he didn't want me in the first place. He was told, you're going to keep Michaels.
Oh.
Amazing.
Right. Oh, yeah. Isn't that amazing? It's incredible.
That is incredible.
Yeah. I mean, it's just...
So you were lucky you got out of ESPN and you were able to go to NBC. And didn't NBC have to give over a bunch of rights to things in order to get you?
Yes, they did. Ryder Cup rights and all that stuff. And then there was a cartoon character that became part of the deal. And
so you are valuable.
We threw that in at the end to, kind of throw the press off.
Does that make you feel like a man who died and went to heaven, that these companies would sit and give away rights to things just to get you to be part of a broadcast?
No, because I always felt, going back to when it all happened, we all should have stayed together on Monday night.
Right.
It's ridiculous. That was insane. And that, and that show they've had a lot of different moving parts through the years. Instead of taking us lock, stock, and barrel, it was like the number 3 show on television Monday night when we were at ABC.
Absolutely.
So what are you doing?
Well,
I mean, if somebody comes in here and says, hey, Robin, you're out. Baba Booey, you're going back to the Hartford. What are you going to do?
Listen, I know what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
My head's going to explode. That's what I'm doing.
Of course it is.
That's right. It's enough with all of that. That's right. You're absolutely right. You got a Hollywood star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2004. Isn't it true you have to pay for that?
Well,
blow the lid off this.
No, what happens is that when they want to give you a star, then they go to the company you work for. If they went to Sirius and said, hey, we want to put Howard Stern here.
Oh, they'd be thrilled.
It's kind of like, they'd be thrilled.
Right.
It's almost like a charity where they say, hey, look, we need a contribution, blah, 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 blah. So it's not as if you can walk in and say, hey, look, I want to pay for my star.
So was there a ceremony when you got your star?
There was, yeah.
Did you who came to your ceremony?
Just a lot of my friends, and I don't, I have a lot of friends in the business.
Right.
But, Alex Swallow, who's been in here before, a great friend of Chris Martin, by the way. You know Alex.
Right.
Of course.
He was there, and I had him talk.
Alex Swallow is a great friend of Chris Martin's?
Absolutely.
Who knew that?
Well, Alex,
Alex
he hangs out with Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin?
Here's the deal. So, by the way, the Chris Martin interview was fantastic.
Thank you.
I was driving to Palm Desert, and I was in the garage for half an hour, and I couldn't get out of the car just to hear the end of it.
We got a lot of nice emails.
I used to play a lot of golf with Gwyneth's father, Bruce Paltrow, who was a very successful director.
Right.
And then Bruce contracted cancer.
Right.
And then died. He and Gwyneth were celebrating her birthday or his birthday in Italy, and he got sick. And, and so I knew Gwyneth through that, and I helped to introduce Bruce to Alex, who's a cancer survivor as well. And so it started at that point.
And now Alex is hanging out with Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin.
Well, Alex is not hanging out with Gwyneth, but Alex knows he's
beautiful girl, that Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh, she's fantastic. And a great lady, and her mother, Blythe Danner. And they used to be neighbors.
Sexy Gwyneth Paltrow, yes?
Yeah, I mean...
what would you do with that?
He probably watched her grow up, Howard.
In a way.
That's too bad.
I did.
That's too bad.
That's too bad.
I watched the Kardashian kids grow up. I knew.
You did?
I knew Bob.
What age did her ass start to get that big? How old was she when it really started to develop?
I didn't have my LASIK by that point, Howard.
You don't even know. So you've never, I assume you masturbate.
What?
What?
You never masturbated to Gwyneth Paltrow or Kim Kardashian, did you? Is your son here with you today?
Yes, he is.
I wonder if he knows if he ever caught you masturbating.
No, he never did.
Did he ever see you and your wife having sex?
I don't think so.
Who knows? Did you ever have a talk with your son about sex?
Yeah,
you did.
Well, every father.
How do you know anything about sex? You've been with the same woman for 100 years.
Here's the deal. I mean, it's kind of a narrow-minded view, but
whose penis is bigger, yours or your son's?
That's a great question.
What do you need your son? Where is he? This is Steve Michaels?
Steve Michaels.
What does he do for a living?
He runs Asylum Entertainment. His company produced the Kennedy series that aired on Reel's network that was rejected after. Here he is.
This is your kid, huh?
He causes a bunch of controversy, doesn't he?
He is the number one fan.
You produced, Steve, hello.
Yeah.
How you doing?
You produced the Kennedy special.
I did.
The one that was controversial. They wouldn't air it.
Series, correct.
Right.
No kidding. So you work and everything. You don't just live off your father's millions, huh?
He never gave me anything.
Never gave you anything.
I want him. How do I get him?
And he taught you about sex?
I did see them once, which was traumatizing.
Did you really?
When?
You did
When was that?
Well, I'm not going to tell you. Just kind of walked in the door. You know,
Is that right? Oh.
I ran for the hill.
You walked in on Al Michaels having sex?
Yeah, and I'm bigger.
And you are bigger.
How do you know? Come on.
What position was Al in with your mother?
Your mother's listening right now.
Oh,
we got to go back and see it.
about that.
What position?
We're gonna go with missionary.
Are you serious? Because I've talked to people
kind
about
of popped in. I'm like, I don't know what was going on.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Stop the clock.
How old were you?
About 15.
Oh, dear.
Wow.
Get out of town.
You had no idea?
I had no
You
idea.
guys didn't lock the door. I didn't think you had.
Oh, stop it. Well, where were you? I mean, were you
I
looking
just was
under
walking
the...
in. I don't know. I just kind of walked in.
You devil.
I shut the door.
Did you think your mother was being attacked? Did you almost...
He was 15 years old. He
pain, the
knew
poor
what his
woman.
dad was up to.
It's embarrassing, right?
It was embarrassing.
Is that something
Oh,
that
no.
traumatizes you in a sense? I mean, really gets you crazy? I mean, to think of... Because you don't want to think of your parents as sexual
No, it's
beings.
disgusting. I still can't.
Oh, come on.
You had no idea.
I mean,
Zero.
what was dinner like later that evening?
Were you, were you able to see anything?
No. I kind of saw.
So you don't know what
what
position they were in?
No, I think it was missionary.
Missionary.
The cover was
Leave it out,
wrong.
Mike.
There was some movement. I don't know what was going on. I don't even know. How did I get here?
I knew Al was a missionary guy.
No, I have to warm up. You know, it's a starter set.
Do you remember your father teaching you about sex?
Do you remember the talk?
No, actually, I don't think we did. Maybe
Right.
maybe now's a good time.
Who's going to talk to who?
Do you believe your father has been faithful all these years? I mean, it's
100%.
unbelievable.
Straight as an
100%.
arrow.
You think he's straight as an arrow?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
That's an inspiration. You were not married?
I am married.
Oh, you
Two
are
kids.
married.
Yeah.
2 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No kidding.
Yeah.
That's nice. You
my
guys seem...
granddaughter's in New York on this trip with him, and we have a grandson.
Right. But you, unlike your father, you cheat, right?
Oh,
course.
my God.
You're not going down that road. Well, good for you, huh?
Yeah.
And look at you.
Yeah.
What, do you got a sister also?
I do.
He does.
What does she do
She's
for a living?
gorgeous. She used to be. She was a publicist at CBS for a while, and then she left there to become a mommy.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, 2 nice
I told
kids.
her about this.
Yeah.
You actually like your dad.
I do.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine?
That's
Why not? What's not to
wonderful.
like? I mean, listen, you play your cards right, you'll inherit the mother load.
That's the idea, right?
If my father was an earner like Al Michaels, I
You'd
would
be good to him.
I'd kiss his balls.
Ben.
I'm not going to kiss his balls.
Now, has your sister seen your parents having sex?
Oh,
No.
dear.
I mean, what's with these two? Can't they close the door? It's almost like they want
Put
to.
a lock on that door. Come
Pretty
on.
wild.
It's like Jay and the Americans.
It's-
Let's
yeah.
close the door and throw away the key, right?
Do you ever lock the door when you're making love to your beautiful wife?
These days?
Yeah.
No, it's nobody's home anymore. That's it. It's just us.
Free
He's
love.
hoping somebody comes back and walks in.
Did you enjoy your father's notoriety and his fame when you were growing up? Was this something you were proud of?
Yeah, it was pretty cool though. Although you kind of have to become a ticket broker. Everybody wants the
Right.
tickets.
I was going to
Did
say
you
you
ever
got
say
to
to
go to a
yourself-
lot of great games.
Did you ever say to yourself, I'm going to become a sportscaster like my
No.
father? Never.
No, behind
Smart
the
man.
camera. Yeah.
See, that's why I like you.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You can't compete with that. You got to go find your own thing.
Yeah.
That's what I try to tell these kids.
This kid is tremendous. Let me tell you something about it. I just want to tell you one thing. He did a bunch of stuff, 30 for 30 on ESPN, where they went out and they hired different directors. He hired Peter Berg, who does
Yes.
Friday Night Lights. Peter Berg called me after we worked with Steve and said, your son is the only honest guy in Hollywood.
Wow.
Now, is that the greatest compliment a
That
father can
is.
get?
I can't believe I finally met an honest guy in
Finally,
Hollywood.
yes.
How do you know your penis is bigger than your father's? Have you seen your father in the shower?
No.
You guys ever golf?
Yeah, maybe, well, not in a while. I mean, it's been probably since high school.
Yeah.
But again, that's traumatizing too. So
Right. And you are bigger than your dad, huh?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. I'm not bigger than my dad. My dad's got me by 3 or 4 inches.
Even at this point? Come
Oh,
on.
yeah. I'm telling you, even shriveled up, my dad's way bigger than me.
Get your mom on the phone. I want to hear about this.
By the way, you two have the same voice, don't you? It's a very. You could probably take work away from your father, couldn't you?
Or Billy West, yeah.
That's right.
Or Billy West, right? Billy West could do it too.
The only thing that Al Michaels wants to tell us and remind us about is that on Sunday Night Football, he is there. Sunday nights at 8:20 on NBC. You just did the big Jets game with the Patriots. The
Right.
Patriots beat the Jets
by 21 last night.
But you never announced who you're a fan of, right? Do you actually have a team you're a fan of, or is that ridiculous?
I don't, because you know what it is? When you're announcing a game, all you're rooting for drama. I just want a great game.
Right. You don't bet on the games?
No. You know what? As much as I know, and I tell my friends who pay $500 a week to go get some idiot named Benny the dog or somebody to tell them who they think is going to win. What are you doing? It's like listening to stock analysts, too. They don't know what the hell they're talking about, Howard.
You have seen so many games and witnessed so many things on the field. Do you think, if you were given a team to coach, do you think you could do it?
Coach a team?
Yeah, coach a team. Actually bring a team along into the playoffs and eventually win the Super Bowl. Do you think you could actually run a team?
No.
You couldn't.
No, because you need CEO skills. I don't have those.
You don't have it.
Well, you and I are the same. I mean, well, our business is we're in the talent. We're in the creative end.
Yes.
See, to me, there's a huge difference between being creative and knowing business. And a great coach has a great business sense, and could be most of these guys could be very good CEOs.
Right.
You and I, forget about that.
You know
Robin
what
could
you
be a
should
CEO.
do, but you don't know what those other guys should do.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And nor do I want to, have to go there 16 hours a day and
Right.
and watch and be responsible for all of these people.
When you watch these games, do you ever say to yourself, "I can't believe how dumb this coach is"? Like, do you really see idiots?
Well, what you see decisions that would be classified as dumb, but then
What is the big decision?
Well, yesterday wasn't in that Atlanta game. Was that a dumb decision?
As it turns out, yeah, that's the great thing about sports. The guy made a call. The coach of Atlanta went for it on 4th down in overtime. Didn't work. But that's one of those things. Oh, what an idiot he is! A day later. But if it works, what
He's
a genius!
hero, yeah.
What guts this guy has, and all that.
So you don't feel the guy is an idiot?
No, I know him, and I mean he made a call. He made a call that he thought was right, and it turned out to be wrong.
Right.
These guys are making a million decisions a week.
What's going on with the NBA?
They ain't playing at the moment.
Who do you side with? I always side with the players because I think talent gets screwed.
What is the deal? 50-50 is not good enough? What's going on there?
Yeah, it reaches the point, at the end of the day, it's like who has, speaking of the bigger, right? That's what it comes down to.
Right.
Who wants, I mean, they're close enough, and football was close enough, and then people are going, well, what is this all about at the end? And I think you lose sight of the bigger picture.
I haven't asked Stephen a question in a while. When you witness their sex, your parents having sex, how long did it go on for? I mean, can this guy hold out in the sex?
Stay there.
No, who knows? He knows.
I only saw about a second of it, but it lasted a lifetime in my brain.
Yeah.
Still going on.
Was your mother making noise?
Yeah, there you go.
Nothing, right?
God.
She was quiet. She was quiet as could
Little
be.
Lupe, yeah. You have any clips of that?
Was she quiet or was she noisy like Little Lupe?
I think I'm going to go a little quiet.
A little bit quiet.
Yeah.
Sorry, Al. That's not.
She was gagged.
Well, that's quite a story. It's unbelievable. Well, listen, Al Michaels, I love you. I don't know why. I don't know why it's been so long.
So long
between
yeah.
visits.
I just haven't. I don't get to New York that much.
All right, listen, you're a busy man. If you're not around, Steve, you come in. Somebody should be here representing the family.
We need to be here on a regular basis.
Watch Al Michaels on Sunday Night Football. Sunday nights, 8:20 on NBC. Al says if the rumors are true that I'm on America's Got Talent, he says the show's not big enough for me.
Wrong move.
Right.
Not wrong move, Steve.
Howard, don't do that. I'm telling you right now.
Steve, Steve, what do you think? America's Got Talent? Yes or no? Should I do it or not?
No, I think that'd be jumping the shark a little bit.
Jumping the shark. Don't do it. Don't be on the show.
No.
It would be a bad career move.
Mm-hmm. Keep doing what you're doing.
What do you need it for? What do you? I mean, really? Why?
Because I need to find talent. Listen, first of all, these rumors. Every time a judge disappears from a show, they mention my name right away.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
now,
yeah.
I first of all, if in fact America's Got Talent really wanted me for the right deal, I would be terrific as a judge.
You'd be fantastic.
Now, why would I be terrific? Because I really am serious about finding talent. I could offer something. I don't clown around. You hire me to do a job. I do the job.
You know
I'll
what
find
I
you some
think?
talent. I'm not going to find you some guy who's a Frank Sinatra impersonator.
The reason I think he should do it is because he's watching the show anyway.
I might
you might
as well.
work.
I might as well get paid.
You can watch the show on your couch in your underwear, but I mean, to actually work on the show, you got to go there, get dressed, do the whole thing, blah, 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 do the interviews.
How hard could it be? I mean, you sit there and
what
you
do you need it for? You getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning? I heard you the other day. You're tired of getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning, so now what are you going to do?
If I'm a judge, would you audition as a singer? Can you sing it?
Of course I would.
You would.
Of course I would. Let's lock the door and throw away the key. Ba-ba boom boom.
Yeah. Well, you should have done that for your son. Busy with that wife of yours. Good for you. You're very macho. What is it? Okay, Ralph. Real quick, Ralph wants to talk to you. Go ahead,
Ralph.
That's right. Go ahead.
Hey, you and Collingsworth are great Monday Night Football, but
Sunday.
Sunday Night Football.
Sunday night.
Yeah, but I do miss you guys on Monday. It was like it was so classic, and ESPN commentators just blow. It's not the same. It's just awful. But what I'm wondering, how come you're not? Is it an NFL rule that you can't say who you pick? I mean, I know what you're saying. Like, you don't want to put it out there, but like when Collingsworth does Inside the NFL, he won't say who he's picking on Sunday night.
In other words, you don't make a prediction on games.
No,
Is that what
I mean,
Ralph's
to me,
saying?
it's worth it. You know what? Some shows do. Collinsworth feels, and Phil Simms is on that show too, and he doesn't pick the game that he does.
What's the point anyway? You're going to watch the game, and you'll see who wins.
Watch the game. Well, but and then some fans think, "Oh, he's against our team." It depends. The smaller the city, the crazier they get with the announcers. And we are, we're the messengers, so we're the ones that get slain. Their team stinks, we stink.
Ralph, is Al Michaels the best announcer?
Al Michaels is excellent. I don't know anybody better.
Wow,
You're
from
my man.
Ralph. From Ralph.
From Ralph.
From a guy who knows nothing about sports.
Well, there you go.
All right, another quick question because Al's on a very busy schedule with his son. Go ahead, Jim.
Not really, but
I know. I'm just trying to make it sound like you got something going on. All right, Jim, go ahead.
Hey, Al, do you consider Boomer Esiason the biggest jerk you worked with on air?
Your son is nodding yes.
Oh.
Steve, why? He is. He's saying you consider Boomer Esiason a jerk. Is it right, Steve? True.
Is Boomer a jerk?
Not to get you in trouble.
No. I had him for a couple of years early in his career, and I did the best I could to help him.
Why will your son say? Your son obviously knows that you think he's a...
Boomer went out, blasting me, and still does from time to time.
Yeah, he does.
Why?
I don't know.
I don't know. They do a show on New York. And I heard them one morning talking about that he just doesn't get along with Al Michaels. And to the point where he's not even going to talk about it anymore.
How do you not get along with Al Michaels? I don't understand. What's the rub between you two? I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So, hey.
You like him.
Hey, Howard, I've worked with 100 different animals.
Are you going to say fuck Boomer right now?
No, Go ahead.
Steve,
not even
do you ever hear him
serious.
curse? Do you ever hear him say anything?
Oh, yeah.
He does?
Sure.
Oh, at home he's a monster.
Absolutely.
Right. How often did he beat you?
Only a few times in the belt.
Oh, get out of town.
Did he use a belt on you? Do you ever pull your pants down and use a belt?
No.
Never.
No belt.
But you've heard your father say words about Boomer. Right?
A few times.
Do you get angry when someone criticizes your father? I mean, he is your dad.
I think it's only been Boomer.
Right.
Yeah.
Does he ever badmouth the GIF?
No.
Never.
No,
Okay. All right. That's nice. Jim, quickly, a quick question. Go ahead.
Yeah. Also, Al, did you see Gary's shitty ass first pitch?
At Shea Stadium that time?
Yeah. Did you see
on YouTube?
You saw Gary's pitch?
Absolutely.
What? Here it is again. We've seen it many times. Here's Gary. A guy. He should have been able to do it, right? I mean, it's one of the worst first pitches ever, right?
Gary was probably very nervous. I'm not sure
Here it
Gary
is. Here's the wind-up.
warmed up. Yeah. Yeah. Well, maybe he was trying to deck the guy. I don't know. You're right-handed. You throw inside to a right-handed batter, I guess.
Do you ever throw a ball? I mean, it's not that hard.
Do I throw a ball?
Yeah. Do you know how to do it?
I have. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a man throw a ball? And he's coaching children
like
on
that. That's an errant toss. That's the way I would look at it.
That's right. Steve at home was out secretly laughing at that a lot. And he just doesn't want to say anything.
A little bit.
What was more traumatic, seeing Gary's pitch or your parents make love, Steve?
That's kind of a time.
Well, anyway, listen, the great Al Michaels and his son Steve. And what are you working on now, Steve? You got any projects coming up that I need to know about?
We're still recovering from the Kennedys, but yeah, we've got a number of...
that was you took a beating on that one, right?
We did. No, actually, we didn't. It was great. The History Channel was tremendous. And
right.
Yeah.
They were originally going to run it on network television. And
the
they
History
took
Channel people, they were heroes in this thing, by the way. Yeah. 100%.
Who were the people that got the Kennedy story off the air? Let's be honest. Who was it?
I'll go with... Caroline and Maria, off the record.
Off the record.
Off the record.
Yeah, perfect place to be off the record.
They were friends in high places that didn't.
You're saying that whatever the take was that you had on the Kennedys, Caroline Kennedy and Maria Shriver somehow got together and put pressure on who to take it off the air?
That's my guess. Listen, we weren't involved in all those decisions, but it certainly seemed that way. I mean, that's how the story was told out there.
What network ran? Was it
the Reels Network, who also been tremendous?
Right,
Stan Hubbard.
Stanley Hubbard, right?
It was originally going to air on ABC. Am I correct?
History Channel.
History Channel,
right? Which is run by ABC Cable,
right? And so someone picked up the phone and got that thing off.
Hello,
they did.
Were you ready to hang yourself after doing all that work?
It wasn't great, but then we found our savior in Reels Channel. They finally put it on the air for us.
All right, and as soon as I learn where the Reels Channel is, I'll watch it.
It's with a Z.
Who is the worst person?
Somewhere.
Who is the worst person in the Michaels family? Caroline Kennedy or Boomer Esiason? Al, you first.
Me?
Yes. Who do you dislike
I
most?
love everybody. At this point, Howard, come on. At this point,
Steve, who's worse, Boomer or Caroline?
They've both been a lot of fun.
All right. Well, that's sad. You see, there's a lot that goes on we don't know about.
Yeah, but hey, look, it's at a certain point in your life, it's just.
I always care.
You do care.
That's right.
You're too on top of this stuff.
I always hold.
I love the way you cut. Howard cuts right to the nub of it.
Oh,
yeah. He knows exactly what's happening on the
right
inside
in
of
there.
Like
a surgeon.
What else?
But
do
Robin,
I have to
you
do?
are the Robin. I just love. I cannot tell you how much I love Robin.
Well, who doesn't love Robin? She's America's sweetheart.
She is America's
I don't
sweetheart.
think Boomer is on.
Watch out,
Robin,
Michaels.
You're going to live to be 190 because you love to laugh, and I mean your laugh makes me laugh.
Oh, thank you.
You're just the greatest.
Watch out, Michaels, on Sunday Night Football, Sunday nights at 8:20 on NBC. And Steve is trying to figure out what to do after the devastating loss of his Kennedy special that went on something called the Reels Network, who were real heroes.
Was this better than talking about Lyme disease for 20 minutes?
Yes, I loved it. I love seeing you. All right, we'll be back right after these words. The great Al Michaels and his son, Steve.
It's been way too long. Oh, my God.
I was going to bring it up, but does Peter King have a beef with you as well?
No, that was years ago.
Mike,
Howard, that was great, man.
Thank you for coming in.
Oh, my God.
I left your mic. Thank you. I apologize.
No.
Did he say something while the mic was open?
Yes, he did.
Good to see
best,
you.
the great.
I'm so glad you came back. We missed you.
Steve, you made your debut in historic fashion.
A lot of fun.
Do you regret breaking that story?
It's not going to go great for me, probably. Yeah. But, Howard can get anything out of you, right?
Right.
You know what?
Exactly.
People knew that, though. People knew that.
That's true.
This wasn't an exclusive?
Well, it had already been written.
No,
so.
it's been written.
In the trades. The trades got it. The trades got it right.
Well, no, just confirmed it.
Mr. Michaels.
They got it right.
Now, when I think about primetime football, your name is the first that comes to mind.
Right.
What makes Howard equally as legendary in his own craft?
Well, he's the king of all media because he is the king of all media. He's the greatest of all time. He's got an energy every day. It's fantastic. You can tune in anytime. Doesn't matter when it is. Doesn't matter how Howard feels. And you're going to laugh like crazy. That's what I love.
You absolutely love the show. I mean,
Are you kidding me? I'm going all the way back. I found him. I discovered him before Howard was Howard. So it's great. It's like he was auditioning for America's Got Talent, and I was judging, and I found him. That's the way I look at it.
Great seeing you, Mr. Michaels.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Big day today. Chaz Bono coming by. Anxious to talk to Chaz. See what's happening.
Now, you will stay in the male pronouns when you're talking
Absolutely. I'm not like his mom. I understand he wants a certain respect, and he wants to be called him, and that's it. I go along with it. Listen, whatever anyone wants, I do.
You're easy.
I'm easy that way. I mean, who cares? That's the problem.
Cher just forgets. When you raise a daughter, you only know Chaz for how long?
Well, listen, I grew up knowing Chaz.
But you weren't involved with Chaz every day.
I was actually, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yes. Every day. I'm very close to the Bono family.
Morning, Chaz.
Hey.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Not bad, thanks.
Good.
So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Are you looking forward to this appearance? Here, right this way, you can just follow me.
Yeah, I am, actually. Thank you much.
Do you know about how Howard's been sort of championing your cause on Dancing with the Stars?
I've heard that, yes.
Are you a fan as well, or what do you know about Howard?
The truth is, I haven't really listened to Howard that much because I don't know if Sirius. I used to listen to him before. And I also was a big fan of his movie, actually. I love his movie. So I think it should be fun.
Cool. I'll see you in the studio.
Okay.
All right.
Chaz Bono is most recently on Dancing with the Stars. She's famous for like 20 different reasons, especially the whole Sonny and Cher thing. And she's here.
Did you say she?
He.
I
fucked
knew
up.
you'd do it.
I fucked up already.
You were so good before he was here.
There is Chaz. I feel like I know you. I watch you on
Chaz
every
looks
show.
like he's walking to death row. What?
Chaz, do you feel like you're in death row or something? No, it's all right.
Should I?
No, be comfortable, please.
Okay.
Good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Oh, it's weird seeing you because I've been watching you on Dancing with the Stars. Then
Yeah.
I watched you on the Oprah thing, the
Right.
documentary. I feel like do people feel like they know you?
I think they do, yeah.
And I think
Well, we feel like we watched you grow up, of course.
What, you're like segregated in a booth. What's that
Absolutely.
about?
We believe in segregation.
Okay.
well, with all that testosterone throwing through your male body,
I don't want to be in there.
I didn't want you near Robin.
Okay.
I didn't know how you could handle it.
I can handle it, I think.
You know, it's so funny when I hear you talking about testosterone and how it really has changed you. It is a fascinating experiment in a way because not that many people get to experience that.
No.
Both the life with estrogen and the life with testosterone.
It's true. I mean, I think, I have insights that, most people just don't have.
Yeah, because when you said, this really hit home for me. You said, I started taking testosterone and I realized how yappy women are. Like it never hit you before. Like you used to be able to tolerate all of that.
Stuff rolled off my back a lot easier before. Is what I'll
Well,
say.
I remember in the documentary even that your girlfriend said, you were...
she's, she will drive any man crazy.
Right. She's yappy.
She talks constantly. I mean,
and you found before the whole testosterone thing that you could really understand her feelings a little better and listen to this talk.
I could tolerate it.
You could tolerate it.
I mean, I never, I was never a terribly emotional person, but stuff just really rolled back off my back easily. Yeah. And now it's a little, sometimes I'll just be like, honey, do you ever not stop talking just for a little while?
Well, I think about it too. Like I'm trying to think of all the things that testosterone
would be different. Yeah.
Like, do you find yourself like? Did you used to be? I was talking to my wife about this. I don't know if you met her out there, but
I did.
I said, I'm gassy, and like I have to run out. And do you find yourself being less sensitive to that? You just blast one out, and
I am a little less sensitive to that stuff. I mean, I remember, early on in my transition, and I went to see a Broadway show here, and I was in the bathroom during intermission, and the guy next to me was farting so loud. I literally started laughing because I was thinking a woman would have to be dying to do that in a public bathroom. Just like absolutely dying. And this guy had no problem.
I mean, I go to men's room. Now listen, I was born a guy.
Right.
I cannot take when these guys are shitting in a men's room. I would much rather go to the ladies' room.
Well, sometimes it's really amazing to me because they will describe, the guys are making noises. And, like that is something women just wouldn't do. They'd wait to be home.
Absolutely.
So you're getting to experience all of these different changes. I was thinking about you coming in, and I said, the thing that I think probably people don't realize about you the most, and actually, before I even tell you that, this whole Dancing with the Stars thing.
Yes.
I was so disgusted, and I've had Keith Abelow on the show many times, Dr. Keith Abelow. I've had him on the show many times.
We even had him on the show after that.
Yeah, he seemed like a pretty reasonable guy, And when he came out, here's an educated guy and stuff. He's on TV a lot. And he comes out and he goes, I don't think Chaz should be on Dancing with the Stars. He's going to turn everybody gay and all of this shit. I became very offended. I became your biggest defender because this is offensive to me.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, what is this like? When you announced Dancing with the Stars, did people make death threats?
I got a couple on Twitter. I got some death threats.
Yeah. Did you expect it, or were you?
I was expecting a little something, of course, but it turned into something that I didn't expect. And then, kind of on the opposite side, the positive response as a result of that, I never expected.
Wow.
So it was like suddenly me being on this dance contest turned into something much
big,
bigger.
yeah.
Well, you know what? It is bigger because, I was saying, gee, it's going to be interesting when Chaz goes on Dancing with the Stars because you rely on America's votes.
Right.
And if you read the newspapers and the reaction to you going on the show, you would think you would get 3 votes because a middle America would have said, fuck you, Chaz. No way we're voting for you. And lo and behold, you weren't the greatest dancer, but America put you through because they felt something for you, right? You became a sympathetic person to them.
Yeah.
That's shocking to me. In the same way that we have a black president is shocking to me.
Right.
I think it was kind of shocking that you even got votes. Were you anticipating getting thrown off the first week?
I really hoped I wouldn't. That's like, your worst nightmare.
Right.
But I really didn't, plan on being around forever.
Right.
And so, I was thrilled. And it really, if anything, it's really spurred me on to really do my best and put everything into it because I was overwhelmed by the response that I got from people.
You say after you were on Dancing with the Stars and your mother showed up that week to Dancing with the Stars, that your relationship with her got better. And I thought, that's sad. You agree with that statement? I feel like, is that what it takes? Yeah, because is that what it takes to get a mother's love?
No, I didn't. No, I think you're what I meant was that I think that we had something that we could kind of relate to professionally because she's a performer. I've written books and I, give talks and stuff like that, but and in activism, but she doesn't do any of that. So here was something that like we could kind of bond on a certain level that hadn't.
It was a
before.
common experience.
It was a common experience.
Did she give you advice?
She didn't really give me advice. What she did, which was amazing, was about week 2, I got my knee and my ankle got injured, and so she sent over all the physical therapists and stuff that she works with when she's touring to come over and work on me, and it totally got me through the show.
All right, when I think about your life, and this is just a way outsider's view.
Okay.
I was one of those guys sitting there watching Sonny and Cher Hour every fucking week, seeing you come running out, and you were dressed like Cher and all that, and all that stuff. When I think about the reality of your life, when I was a little kid, I'd say, "Oh wow, how cool to be Sonny and Cher's kid!" Because wow,
you get to be on TV every week.
You get on TV, get money, this and that.
Right.
The reality is, I don't know if did you see the Joan Rivers documentary?
I haven't seen it yet. No.
Okay, I think you should see it.
I've heard it's great. So
when they interview Melissa, Joan Rivers' daughter, she says, "Listen, it wasn't easy being Joan Rivers' daughter. She was married to her career.
Right.
She was in love with show business. I was definitely a second thought. That's just the way it is when you're the child of someone in show business.
Right.
The narcissism level is off the roof. It's off the hook.
Right.
And you're really not the most important thing in their lives. That was that kind of vibe. She didn't put it that way. I feel like in seeing all the interviews with you, if you have anger over this, I would imagine your anger, and even when you went to drugs and all that other stuff, I would think you would be angry for not being first in your parents' life. Not just your mom.
Right. At a certain point, I think you just accept that, and that's how I grew up with both of my parents having this huge career that was a priority, and it was.
Did you feel abandoned?
Did I feel abandoned? No. I was, the way that I dealt with it was I just tried to kind of be as little trouble as possible, and it took
stay out of the way, so to speak.
Stay out of the way and just let them do. And my dad wasn't. By the time they got divorced, and I was, getting a little older, and I don't have any memory of them together. Right. My mom's career was taking off. My dad's didn't really. So I was actually, the time that I spent with my dad was much more, quote unquote normal kind of stuff.
And your dad was more accepting of your sexuality, and yet the last year of your dad's life, you did not talk to him, and I understand why. Your dad was a politician at that point.
Right.
He came out against, I think it was gay marriage.
Yep.
Like he had a chance to make an impact with gay marriage.
Right.
And you said, you know what? Fuck you. I cannot talk to you because how can you do this? I am your daughter at that time. You were a daughter. And you said, I'm gay, and you're voting against my rights?
It wasn't quite as strong as that. But here's the thing. I think we both I was angry. I was pissed off, and I had done an interview with him. I was writing for The Advocate at that time, and so I interviewed him, and he said that he didn't have any problem with gay marriage during this interview. And I heard later from another congressman that he told me my dad probably got a lot of flack for that interview when it came out.
Right.
And so then he comes out and he co-sponsored the Defense of Marriage Act, and that's what really bothered me. I mean, I knew that he would probably have to vote for it, and there's a certain amount of politics, which is why politics is so messed up, that you have to follow the party line and everything.
Right.
But the fact that he took the extra step and co-sponsored it is what really pissed me off.
Well, it was like a personal smack in your face. You took it that way. You took it personally. You don't have to co-sponsor the goddamn bill.
Exactly. You don't have to co-sponsor it. So
did he ever talk to you about it ahead of time and say, "Listen"?
That was kind of the bad thing. I mean, both me and my dad at that time were not really confrontational people. We were kind of emotional wimps.
Right.
So instead of just talking about it and having it out or agreeing to disagree or whatever, we just didn't talk, and then he passed away.
So is that like a great regret of yours, or do you put it in its proper perspective? You were absolutely right to be angry about that.
I think it's both. I mean, I was absolutely right to be angry about it. I mean, you can't help your emotions. I wish that I'd handled it differently.
Did you go to the funeral?
Of course.
But was that weird? Did anyone come up to you and go, "You weren't even talking to your dad. You gave him great heartbreak," and blah, 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 blah?
No, not
No one
at
laid
all.
a trip?
No. Everybody was really nice, and it was, I mean, so at the time I did, I mean, but it wasn't just me. I thought both of us, what a stupid thing we did. And,
right.
And
takes two to tango.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was like, God, we should have just, talked. What a stupid thing. But it changed, it changed my relationship and how I viewed things. And when Mary took over his seat, I have always since we leave politics. I mean,
you still in touch with Mary?
Oh, we're very close.
Well, they have, he has siblings.
Oh,
that's right.
So we, though we'll talk politics sometimes, never do we let it get heated or anything.
Did you think it was weird when your mom got up and gave the eulogy for Sonny? I mean, they had been at each other's throats. They could barely even look at each other. And then all of a sudden, I understood the emotion. He was the guy who sort of brought her out of her shell and all that.
Right.
But was it weird for you sitting there watching your mom carry on at the funeral?
No. I mean, in truth, I was the one who told my mom. And I wasn't really expecting...
You told her that Sonny was dead?
Yeah.
They said, "Listen, Chaz, you better be the one to tell her."
No, not even that. No, Mary called me and told me, and I was like, okay. And I was like, well, I got to let my mom know. She was in England at the time, and I actually called my aunt, her sister, to get a number there. And my aunt was like, she's going to be really upset. Do you want me to tell her? And I thought, no, it's no big deal. I'll tell her.
Right.
And I told her, and she fell apart on the phone.
Right.
And really, for me, it was the first time that it hit me how much my parents meant to each other and how much at one time they really loved each other. So for me, it gave a lot of closure, actually.
Because they were so bitterly... So as much as they cared for each other, there was such bitterness.
They went back and forth. Sometimes they got along great, and there were times where when I was growing up where my mom would go and hang out with my dad at his house in Palm Springs, and and then
so that's confusing in a way.
And then they
have a blow up.
And they have exactly.
Yeah.
So
would you have preferred they just were either angry with each other or civil with each other, like one way or the other? The confusion is the hard. I ask that because there's a lot of people in divorces. Right. They're all trying to be like have the perfect divorce and all this. Maybe it's more confusing, the perfect divorce.
The good thing about both of them is they, growing up and really until I was in probably my teens or whatever, neither of them ever spoke a bad word about the other one.
Right.
So, that was good.
I wonder, they always say that's good. And sometimes I fantasize, like, maybe it's good to just be straight with your kids and say, you know what, your mother is a fucking pain in the ass.
But she's not a pain in the ass
maybe she
necessarily
was.
to her kids.
Who knows?
No. Actually, I mean, my dad was a great guy, but a complicated guy. And he did have this kind of old school Italian thing with his wives, and he tried to be really controlling, and
It's funny because I think of him as like this liberal hippie running around.
I know. That's the odd
Yeah.
thing, that he wound up a conservative Republican.
Yeah.
It was
but
weird.
he was sunny.
Yeah.
I think, I think what my dad wanted to do was stay in entertainment, and I think if he could have done that, he probably would have.
You know what's weird to me? I'm thinking about this now. It's all coming to me. I'm thinking about Cher as your mother.
Yeah.
Forget about Cher, the performer. I'm just thinking of your mother. Like, she leaves Sonny. Sonny basically had her like a child.
Exactly.
He did everything for her.
Right.
Suddenly, you're a kid. Your mother gets divorced from Sonny. And suddenly now she's experiencing her first childhood.
Right.
She's free from daddy.
Well, baby, and adolescence.
And she all of a sudden says, now I'm free. Fuck this. I know she loved her daughter at the time. I'm saying, but, oh my God, now I can go out and date. I can go out and meet men. This had to be confusing to you.
I have
First
a
of all,
huge career.
Was it weird to you your mom was running around in like outrageous outfits, showing her ass cheeks? The belly, was famously flat. I mean, gorgeous body. Every guy wanted to fuck her. It's like,
I think,
how weird is that for you?
As a kid, I obviously at that part wasn't conscious, but I do remember, feeling weird when she'd come to school. Because she
was Cher.
She didn't look like the other mothers,
Would she dress that way to school, like
no,
the tight pants?
Of course not. I mean, not Bob Mackie gowns or whatever.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, she has
her look.
She has her look. She has her style. It didn't look like the other moms. So
don't you think? Now I'm being dead serious.
Yeah.
Because I'm in therapy a lot. Don't you think a mother sometimes has to put aside their personal style of dress and everything and say, let me think like a 7-year-old kid or a 10-year-old kid, and let me think like, gee, maybe me showing up in a bra top isn't the best idea.
No. She never dressed inappropriately to any of those things. She just was more stylish. She just stood out. She was more stylish. And when you're a kid at that age, like, grade school and everything, you want to be just like everybody else, just like the other kids.
Yeah. But doesn't it get weird for you when your mom starts to go through her adolescence? You're a kid. I don't know. You were young at the time of the divorce. All of a sudden, she's with that bagel guy. I can't think of his name. Rob Camilletti. She marries Greg Allman for 10 minutes. Right. Has a baby. All of a sudden now you've got a brother with Elijah.
I actually begged her to have. I wanted a brother more than anything.
You did.
I did. I drove her crazy. Actually.
Are you close with Elijah?
Do you remember that marriage at all? I mean, I don't hardly remember it.
They Allman marriage?
Yeah, it was short.
What was it like waking up and seeing these strange guys in the house? I mean, especially Greg Allman, who is not a great conversationalist, or I can't imagine empathic with a young girl.
There were never. I mean, the one thing about my mom has this wild image. She's fairly personally conservative, and she's never done, substances at all. And she was a serial monogamist, so it wasn't like there were men she'd have a boyfriend for 3 or 4 years and then another boyfriend. And
I often fantasize that I would meet Cher. Mm-hmm. I would go to bed with her, and then I'd be your father for a few minutes.
Be the latest conquest.
I would have been a good dad. Mm-hmm. You and I would have really bonded.
For the 5 minutes you were there.
Well, listen, I don't hang out long. I'm not,
No, I mean, look, I had some, great guys that I grew up with that she went out. I mean, like, Gene Simmons, who when I was a kid.
Oh, God, I forgot about him.
Oh, poor you. Gene is not a great influence, Chaz.
No.
Gene is not, but you know what? He was at that time, he was great with my brother and I. I mean, really amazing.
Would you go to Kiss concerts and things like that?
Oh, my God, yeah. I was a huge Kiss fan before they met. So,
explain that whole thing to me. I don't get it.
That was, so cool because now all my friends were Kiss fans.
Right.
And now I had every merchandising thing.
But isn't it weird? You go down to the kitchen in the morning, and Gene Simmons is making out with your mom. I mean, it's got to be surreal, Chaz. There's no way that can be a normal, even semi-normal childhood.
Well, it was probably nothing about my childhood was normal, but it was normal to me.
I mean, I'm fascinated by it.
Now, did Gene?
Just real quick, did Gene charge you for merchandise?
Oh, stop!
Or did you get the Kiss coffin for free?
I got it for free.
You got it for free.
I know. He likes to charge for about everything now. But,
cheapest guy on the planet, right?
Totally.
Yeah, but I mean, Cher probably had to pay for everything.
No, but he was. I mean, he was incredibly generous with me. Actually,
he was.
He really was. Yeah.
Well, I'm still trying to get a sense. Did you live at home every day? Were there nannies? Were there there? I mean, who did the actual? Who made breakfast?
What was the setup?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, well, when I was with my dad, no, there weren't, because he was around. So when I was with my mom, I had a nanny, and there was a cook, and
I imagine the
Did you go
lifestyle
to
was
boarding
great.
school? Because Elijah told us he went to boarding school.
No, I didn't go to boarding school.
Okay.
But I did.
You might have been better off.
I might have.
Yeah.
I did. I went to school here in New York in performing arts, which then turned into LaGuardia.
Which is weird. I always had the vibe with you that you weren't into performing, that you were pushed onto the stage when you were a kid.
I was, as a kid.
And I think Dancing with the Stars for you was the hardest thing, because I don't really think you want to be a performer. I just feel like it's almost expected of you.
No, not really. I mean, I was really into acting, and was a drama major, and
I remember you had a band for a while,
and I
too.
had a band for a while.
I remember the
Were you guys any good, or was it bullshit?
No, I think we were actually pretty good. It's just we came out. Our record came out right as the industry changed, right as grunge happened, and so
that was it.
And that was it.
Did you write your own music?
Yep.
But what would have happened now? Just imagine this music career takes off. You're a woman.
That would have been a nightmare.
Yeah. Now you want to become a man?
Would have been a nightmare. It was. I mean, the time that I spent in the record industry actually was horrible, because I was expected to, the most of my life look and act like a girl, and it was torture. It really was.
So, getting back to this, I've had your brother Elijah Blue on the show. He was great.
Was he?
Oh my God.
He's kind of out there.
He's out there, and he's very honest.
Do you two get along? Are you close?
We do. I mean, he's a weird guy. We're really different,
I get the
really
vibe that
people.
you two have nothing to do with
nothing
each
in common.
other.
No, we do. I mean, I'm his big brother. I was his big sister. He comes to me when he needs something, generally. I mean, that's the truth.
Right.
When he needs me to help talk my mom into something he wants, or he needs support, or whatever. And
so is he living, in other words, he's had a difficult time transitioning from dependent child to a grown man. In other words, he's still dependent on your mom for a living.
Yeah.
And that's the worst feeling in the world.
Absolutely.
Why do you think he can't move on? Why is your mom vested in him staying a child?
No, I don't think so at this point. I think he's just it's just been hard for him. I mean, it is a really hard way to grow up, and it is hard to make the transition, because you're living in this reality that isn't reality. And so,
but did you ever say to your brother, go get your own thing? Just go. I know he's into music and all that.
Right.
Why don't you just go study medicine or something? Go be a doctor. Get out of the business.
Be a school teacher.
This isn't working. Do you ever say?
And I've talked to him. I talk to him a lot. I mean, I don't care what he does. I want to see him happy and thriving.
Right.
So,
and Greg,
does he have like a relationships, and does he have like a girl?
He fucked Bijou Phillips, he told us, didn't he, or something?
I don't remember.
I think he probably told you everybody he fucked.
He had a list. Maybe it wasn't Bijou Phillips. It was somebody. I don't remember the interview.
Maybe Paris Hilton or something. I think he said.
This kid's fucked everybody.
He has, actually.
Do you ever get envious? Do you get penis envy of your brother?
I mean, a little bit. Because girls just, it's amazing to me. I'm like, do they actually talk to the guy? Because that's not, but the girls just love him. So,
well, it's true. Like you say, he has no personality, or a weird personality.
It's just he's just out there. I mean, he's really. My brother is, incredibly smart, but in a completely non-practical, non-street smart
It's not
way.
doing him any good.
It will never do him any good.
Yeah.
And Greg Allman, he's nowhere to be. Is he involved with Elijah at all, or anyone?
I think not to a big degree, and I think there have been times where they've been close enough. But no, Greg is kind of.
Do you hate him?
No, I don't hate him. I think
he tore your mother up, right? I mean, he came into the house, he created complete chaos. He was a heroin addict.
He was a heroin addict. My mom didn't. I mean,
I don't know how she couldn't have known.
She didn't know.
Does your mom?
If you knew my mom, you'd know how she couldn't know.
But does your mom have horrible taste in men? Honestly.
No. There's been some really great guys she's dated. So
and did you want to shake her and say, "Mom, the guy's a fucking heroin addict. What are you doing to our life?"
He's a heroin addict.
Yeah, but you knew he was strange.
He did. I mean, one time he did. He picked me up from school once, and got lost on the way home, and we ended up home about I don't know, probably 10 or 11.
Oh, my God.
What time did you start out?
Well, she picked me up at 3
3
o'clock.
o'clock.
Exactly.
And you got home 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
and all you were doing was going home.
We were trying to go home. I mean, that freaked me out because it was the first time I'd seen a grown-up not in control, and he kept asking people, "Do you know how to get back to Malibu? Can you finally?"
Oh my goodness!
Finally,
So
some
he was
guy
high.
said, "Yeah," and finally some guy said, "I'm going that way. Follow me." And then we stopped at the Chart House bar, and we were there for a few hours.
Oh my goodness! He took you to the bar.
Yeah, he did. And
Did he get wasted?
I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
And then by the time we got home, I mean, my mom, of course, was
livid,
completely panicked, and it was way before cell phones or anything. So.
And it was there was probably no approaching the guy either. She's like, "Hey, you just put my daughter in danger." This and did you go to your mom and say, "Hey, listen, this fucking guy just put me in danger"?
No, unfortunately, I wasn't that kid. I was, sitting at a table in the Chart House, scared, but not going to say anything.
You were the good soldier. In other words, you're not going to sit and make waves.
Never.
Because you didn't feel secure enough, right? And your mother's world, it was like, hey, just, go along for the ride and don't be a complainer.
And those two behemoths were now going to go at it. You didn't need to be in the middle of that.
Do you think your mother knows you? I mean, really knows who you are?
Not as well as other people.
Right. Because...
I noticed in the documentary, the relatives who seemed closest to you were not Cher.
Yeah, I mean, the transition was definitely the hardest on her, and I mean, I think slowly she's become more and more comfortable. But no, at first it was she had a really hard time.
It's really weird when I think of that video. Where your mom's in the stockings and she's on the ship and her ass cheeks and the tattoos
and the
are on her ass.
sailors, yeah.
And I think when I was a young man, I thought of you. I go, what?